like the fancy steaks, because then the cooks are more accustomed to using it.
Yeah, a random line cook stuff is going to be like, oh, I could get them sick. I could.
Yeah.
Not.
Like,
well, if someone asks for it, it's completely on to them, because remember, every single freaking menu when they serve a steak, it's like, hey, if you eat
undercooked
items,
food, we're not responsible.
Even if you ask half of restaurants about
yeah, a lot of them won't do it, but of course, a lot of restaurants will have that disclaimer like, yo, if you order deliberately uncooked food, that's on you, my guy, not us.
Yeah.
Even though if it's on the warning, there's still bad, like,
they're no longer, they can do that, but the company can no longer be sued. They no longer can take damages.
Bad rep. That's why about half of them do it.
Before we continue this conversation and before we get D&D started, I just have one thing to say. Cameron, we're not doing this again.
Let's go mining, guys.
I will kill you.
You are guarding the mine entrance.
I just want some more of that water quartz.
You're not getting jack shit.
You need a chaperone.
No, I'm not chaperone. I don't want to be near him in case something explodes.
Yeah, that's understandable. I
wonder if my popcorn's done yet.
Feel free to take your time. We're gonna be running a bit longer of a session because I have to stay up till 10:30 tonight. So I might run it a little longer than usual. Plus, I have no encounters outright planned, so you guys have kind of free reign. Because I didn't know where to go from what Cameron did. Like I was telling Trent in the call afterwards, I had like 5 encounters ready for you guys to go like dungeon delving and all that, and then you basically blew out where I was like, okay, I'm no longer fucking planning. I'm done. So I've got coffee. And we're good. So, take your time, take 15 for the first 15 minutes, do whatever you gotta do, we can chill for a minute.
Cameron, you basically took a whole beautiful dungeon that you put together and you just, oh, fuck that.
I don't mind it. I mean, it just makes it,
I entertained him. He's happy.
No, you ruined my billowing cloak and you will get me a new one.
Level my ass up then. I'll fucking take the infusion.
There's no spell that he's gonna be able to learn that knows billowing, so.
Well, technically, if I enchant a cape with gust of wind or something.
That is a cape of gusting.
No, spell crafting's a thing now. You can figure it out, goddammit.
Yes, but until he's examined one and knows what the billowing is, yeah.
I don't care if he crafts one or finds one.
Well, that or I take the infusion because I can change that every level.
That's true, you can.
And then I can do that and start
using that. You want to know the worst part about it, Cameron? It's not the fact that you ruined the dungeon that's going to really piss them off. It's the fact that if they had gone through all the encounters, they would have gotten a lot more XP and a lot more shit. Because all you guys did was kill the frontline orcs. There were still more that are now trapped that you guys no longer get to take credit for because they didn't die due to your direct actions. They're gonna die from suffocation if they don't make it out. But you still killed 50 orcs, which is respectable.
We killed 50 orcs in a single moment.
Oh, do you have... I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna send you something.
Take time.
I think it'll give you at least an idea for a new monster for you to make. Because you said you're going to be making them, correct? Making monsters, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some monster crafting, and then I'm also going to be using the stat blocks a little bit better. You'll see more of that, though, as we get further in.
Monsters won't be as mindless.
Oh, no, it just depends more on the monsters. You guys will get a lot more individualism between the types.
Instead of, goblins and orcs, they're both grubby. And angry.
I mean, if anything, I think my goblins have the most personality. Trent can speak from experience.
So can I.
No, I'm talking about when Trent got fucking stabbed by a shit stick.
Nah, Shogun.
No one cares about Shogun.
God damn it, everyone loves Shogun.
Shogun will be dead in the first session.
No, you leave him alone.
We're taking bets now. For those wondering, if while we're waiting, we're taking the first 15 minutes of the session to take a second to relax and kind of get ready. Secondly, For those wondering what, as far as Shaston's talking about, go make sure to be here on Sunday for the D&D campaign where we're gonna have the guy who played Cyrus and Wolf joining us in that session. And the party has already been doomed to fail because Chaston's an idiot.
What the? I haven't done anything in any of your campaigns to cause you any problems. Why do you think I would do something?
What
I've
the?
done nothing.
What is? I don't understand what's going on right now. What? Certain keys that I'm pressing right now on my keyboard, it's like typing 2 characters at the same time.
Are your keys stuck? Are your keys pushing on each other? Maybe you should try and vacuuming it, air it out. Stop getting all your hair stuck in there or other things that we don't want to know about.
It goes away from the keyboard.
Stop
Ew.
using your nose to push keys.
Trent, can you actually type a sentence with your nose comfortably?
No.
No? You know what?
No.
When you come up, why don't you come over? You can try on my keyboard. I promise I won't smash your face into it.
Weird. This is so weird. I don't get it.
Popcorn and black coffee.
I'm
What a great
Nice.
combo.
gonna grab a paper.
I did grab, I have some black coffee myself. Since I went to, Safeway, they were selling their coffees on sale. That unsweetened one. Oh, so good.
Safeway's a good store to go to.
Oh, yeah, if you get on their point thing, you can get a lot more money off. They finally just enacted that recently, so that's been nice. For any of those of you who are starting to live on your own, remember one thing. Sign up for the cards at your local grocery store. They will pay out dividends. Always good to get those points.
I only know about Safeway because there's a one in Juneau.
Gotcha. Yeah, you guys don't even have Fred Meyer's out where you're at, from what I was told.
Nope.
Or Costco.
Safeway and Fred Meyer. We got Costco over here.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I've mentioned a few times when I've been talking to the group, like talk about QFC or Fred Meyer's, and no one on the West Coast or East Coast knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have different brands that are the same thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, Fred Meyer is pretty much a Walmart.
Yeah.
You guys also have Carl's Jr.'s labeled as Hardee's out there.
We do.
We absolutely do.
Also, terrible food.
Agreed.
Ugh.
I mean, it's basic burger joint.
Nah,
I mean,
man.
Good burger joint.
I would take McDonald's over it. Carl's Jr. just sits on the stomach poorly.
Hey, don't settle for that. You go to fucking Checkers down here.
The fuck's a Checkers?
Whoa.
Sounds like Dick's.
Whoa.
That sounds like Dick's up here. Goddamn. Yes, we've got a burger joint in Seattle called Dick's. They make McDonald's hamburgers, so they're tiny, but they're like $6 a piece.
Ew.
Yeah, that's about what a Checkers is.
No, hey, fuck off.
All right, but you know what? Steak and Shake is a pretty high tier place.
There we go.
Cameron, fuck off.
Never had Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake is actually good.
It's cheap and it's good burgers.
I don't know why they decided to bring that Five Guys out to the West Coast, because that shit's disgusting in my opinion.
I love Five Guys. It's such
I'll get
good
some meat.
burgers.
Overpriced, the food taste is not worth it. The fries aren't
I will
bad.
say one thing. The only good thing I've ever had from Five Guys. The fries.
No, that's fair. That's fair, 100%.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No. Oh, look, Wolf has joined us. Hi, Wolf. I see you in the chat.
Or has he?
Yeah. And someone else I don't recognize who just created their account like 10 days ago. Welcome, person who's probably a bot.
What's their name?
Geneve. They created their account about 10 days ago, and they have a picture of a woman on it. So either they're from a dating app that I'm on, or they're a bot.
That sounds like a bot.
To be honest, I would not be surprised if it was a bot. Yeah, it's a bot, because it's hosting electrical board. Okay.
Yo, who is this? The Silent Twitch. What? This seems like a really cool dude.
No, he's a complete asshole who rarely ever streams.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does stream, it's mostly insulting others.
No.
I mean, who doesn't?
No, my D&D is mostly you lot insulting me. And all my great writing abilities.
Oh, you mean Cameron insulting your entire, 3 sessions worth of, time? Yeah.
Hey, I haven't insulted you yet for D&D.
There's a key word there.
Keyword
Chaston,
is yet.
Chaston, I can confirm that in the last week you have done something that has caused your party on Sunday to die.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't.
Well, you can go back and look on any videos I recorded, you know, which will be coming out in like a year. Oh yeah, for those who watch us, go check out YouTube. There's about a year's worth of content going up every single day. There's a new video. And on some days, there's 2 new videos now. Because I got bored and started recording more shit.
He's gonna start doubling up on every day.
Here's your warning, though. The Civ 6 game's never finished.
Nope. And most of the other games where I'm playing alone are boring and uninteresting to listen to or watch.
I mean, they make good background music if you need to fall asleep.
There you go. I have been told my voice does put people to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the sexiest compliment I've gotten since I started kind of streaming.
Damn, do you need a hug? Like, are you okay?
You know, I'll answer that off stream, but the short answer is no, I'm not okay. But you'll want to wear a chastity belt if you come to hug me or show me any physical attention.
That is when you put on a chastity belt and a full suit of plate armor.
I'm gonna say this here because I look like you and you don't want to touch them all.
Yeah, that's true. However, I do have my meads are now all ready to go. They're up for sale now, so look forward to those getting up. We're just trying to get something to bottle them in and getting that going. But, alright, let me see what's going on. Twitch, someone just followed me. Thank you for the Haas000 or 0312.
I think that would be Hunter.
Oh.
No.
No, Hunter's General Kinaway.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, Trent and I actually get followers on every once in a while. I know it might surprise you, but I have 142 people who for some reason do follow me.
Wow. They still haven't told us why. That's weird.
Yeah, for some weird reason, people do. So
I don't know if they watch the streams, but they follow.
Well, some of them watch the videos afterwards. Some of those videos got like 16 views and stuff. They actually do show up randomly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Do I
We
have
talked
random?
about this. One of your Civ videos that you were stoned has like 16 views on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Every time I stream stoned, I seem to get a lot more views, which I find funny because I feel I'm less entertaining because I'm just sitting there like zoned out.
Well, you're fucking rambling when you're stoned is hilarious.
Maybe I'll have
Honestly,
to.
A
Huh?
series just called Stone D&D.
No, there's too much
No.
math.
We actually have a rule. There's a rule with Wolf that he can't be stoned.
No, that rule started. I started that rule that no one was allowed to drink or get stoned after we had a guy come in. When Trent first joined on with me, he got really drunk on vodka during a session, and then every session after that he was always drunk, and it was just getting to that point where he was bullying Trent. And I'm like, dude, nah, fuck this, I'm done. And then I developed a drinking problem on stream.
Yeah.
That I totally didn't have beforehand without it. But, Trent, are you good? Your computer fixed?
The keyboard still is not fixed, but I'll remove the keys after D&D and clean it out myself.
Okay.
So.
Alright. And with that, we start D&D. The fuck you blessing me for? Do I look like a Christian? Alright. Last time we left off...
Father's blessing.
Yeah, no, I don't need that either, because that just means I'm gonna get killed. Last time we left off, the party spent some time in the town of Azeric, having navigated slightly more south or north, heading towards the capital. They had to unfortunately pass through Woden, and I say unfortunately, for the other side more than anything else. As the party would head through Woden to eventually take a far turn to Oventium, the city of ancient artifacts and supposedly a bunch of other legendary gear that has been left abandoned for thousands of years, they ran into a full orc battalion. After perusing through the rock bottom roads for hours on end, Brazi decided to taking the initiative and being the more stealth-based focus character, took the chance to head in, rolling a very high stealth to the point where he wasn't even known to exist almost anymore. After scouting out, an unfortunate explosion would happen in the backdrop as our good friend Tilcat decided that diamonds in a mining tunnel left alone while surrounded by sulfur were a great idea to try and catapult out of the wall. Unfortunately for him, he did not roll high enough on his DC for the Arcana check, and the catapult spell went off without a hitch, and caused enough friction to start a spark and blow up the tunnel. This alerted the Orc Battalion that at the time Brazi was scouting out, and as they began to head towards him, looking up, he saw that there were giant sulfur spikes in the ceiling. Taking this chance, he cast Prestidigitation and blew up the majority of the city's high-rise. Unfortunately enough, after the party blew up their only way to head anywhere further into the Dwarven territories, they had to fall back to where the army had been following up behind them. And without anywhere else to go, the party had to spend time there. The excavation they realized would take them multiple months after the destruction from the very unfortunate explosion. However, I am going to give the chance to Brazi and Bardris to use their investigation or history checks to see if they can find another tunnel. So Brazi will be investigation, Bardris will be history with advantage.
We know I always do good with history checks.
That's a 13 for my investigation.
Ooh.
Any for history.
Thank you for that, because I was about to say we were about to have a problem.
I did 3 more times ago. It's fine.
As Wolf is trying to tell me about religion in the chat, and I'm ignoring him. After spending about a month here watching the drilling team and being bored out of your minds, to be honest, with nothing else to do, upon kind of boredom and looking around and investigating the area, going down these separate tunnels and on occasion finding dead ends, Brazi, as you continue through, you find a few more sulfur tunnels, but being the intelligent man you are, you realized it was a really bad idea to bring the walking explosive down with you. And waited while Bardris continued to investigate further on the map he had, as well as the general shape of the stone and the tunnels. Towards the end of the month, as the mining team or the excavation team would come back informing you that it was going to take almost about a year and a half probably to excavate a tunnel through Woden to the other main roads, Bardris had finally managed to locate 3 separate options that could theoretically get you through to the other roads. One that would go completely around Woden, but unfortunately going straight forward, would lead you through the opportunistic lava flows, and the road could be completely flooded or collapse at any moment. Heading further to the left, again going around Woden directly to continue straight on past it, you see that there is a giant mining tunnel yet again, with a very large, what looks to be purple ores all in the walls. Not knowing what this stuff is and not understanding it, but it looks rather stable as far as the material goes. But no documented material in the Champions of Pyrus seems to match what this is. The last one, heading off towards the right, where you had originally seen the collapse of one of the side tunnels, you realize that it has a small enough hole, and I say small in relativity to the size of this tunnel, that even Vasul should be able to crawl, not comfortably, but crawl through, and could lead you to a further path into the territories of Elderwick, which is basically heading to the right. So you can either go straight into potential lava, but it'll be the fastest route.
Fuck that tunnel, I'm gonna be honest.
Left, which will take you into an area with material the team couldn't even get a pickaxe into, let alone crack. But it looks like the tunnel goes all the way through. It just might be a little on the tighter side, and you don't know what effects might be on the rock itself, the ore. or going to the right and taking a route that doesn't really seem to show anything mapped on your map. However,
Okay.
everyone can fill. Go ahead.
So, okay, you have identify, right?
I do.
You want to identify the rock that no one seems to know what it is?
You know what? Sure. By the way, did I finish up the work on my foot in the few days we've been sort of just stuck here?
Upon trying to enchant your foot, it doesn't seem to take.
Oh, I'm still putting it on so I can waddle around, and then I'm gonna have to work on a better foot later.
Yes. And you're gonna cast Identify on the rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the crystals. Yeah.
I'll do it as a ritual, though.
Okay.
Did
Did
not
you-
in a hurry.
Did you lose all your inventory, Telcat?
No.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Let me look.
It's all where it should be.
Oh, you do have virtual cast identify. Okay. I'm just looking through this one sec. You think I'd have this spell memorized at this point? Okay. So, what you learn is this is a ore called Oventium. A ore that supposedly absorbs any magic that it is cast into it, is highly conductive towards mana, and is most commonly used in rare artifacts by the dwarves. This is also added by the fact that you have a few dwarves that followed you into the tunnel as you're identifying it, and they start pointing this out to you. This ore doesn't have any magic charged into it, so there's no magic towards it exactly. But it seems to be almost identical to the soul stones in make. However, this seems to be tougher and is considered almost indestructible. That it takes very high level magic casting to excavate this.
Which we do not have. So
Correct.
But this has
Son
to
of
be one.
Bitch. But this does seem like a good thing that I can. Tilcat's gonna take notes of this in his
Okay.
little journal, and then go to identify the crystals as well.
Okay, one moment.
Ritual casting it again.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm just gonna give you the
So basically, Oventium is the opposite of other stuff we found earlier. That was the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Instead of being a wild magic mess, it's actually reliable.
It's a
Damn it!
controlled magic, fucking charger.
I've just gotta find my sheet.
Also, Royce, would you describe that as a superconductor?
To magic?
Yeah.
Theoretically, if you get a purity, good purity of it, yeah, it could be.
Good to know.
The problem again is being able to crack the stuff. The only thing that most people know that will crack Oventium is Oventium. That's why there's not many items of it. I'm going to PM you the exact information on it though, so that way you have that.
Thank you.
Cameron, you're not getting any either way. 'Cause once we finish our dungeon stuff, we're going to a different. So.
Well, no. Now I know what it is. So if I ever can find it on the black market or something.
Now, no, I am considering this that you just cast the spell at it. I didn't have you actually touch it, so. Okay, so there you go. There's that. For the crystals, let me grab that as well. Do I even have the information on that in here? Let's see. So the second item you find, these crystals, seem to be a strange, almost brownish material or look. Still translucent in appearance. They seem to, as you realize, they are dark iron. A very rare iron that supposedly only, acts as an ore, and it only works when cast spells onto it. I believe, if I remember correctly, the spell is based on the darkness spell, being cast on iron and then having a special smithing technique applied to it. The iron itself seems to suck light into it, so all light around it seems to just vanish outright. And if a shield, for example, would to have this enchantment, all light spells would be considered ineffective and would be immediately absorbed into the shield itself, allowing it to store magic. It is also used most commonly to enchant necromancer spells into weapons.
I am going to ask them when they start mining this if they could send me a sample of each.
The guy, none of the dwarven miners look like they're actually touching the stuff. They seem to be avoiding it.
Again, it had to be collected in a certain way. They're not trained to collect it, probably.
You could always ask.
And there's no way for me to chip off a small amount, but I'll take notes of that too.
You can always try.
I will attempt it then. What the hell?
I am stepping away.
Yeah.
Wait, first I'm checking to make sure there's no sulfur nearby.
There's no sulfur in the area, no.
I was about to say, you're on your own.
So, how far away is he from me right now?
He is currently going to be about 20 to 30 feet into the tunnel. Most of you guys are still on the outside of the tunnel with a thick stone wall between you and him.
I'm going to walk a bit farther away, and I'm going to talk to Brazzy about which path we should take.
Let's add an extra 120 feet between me and him right now.
Okay, so you're going to follow towards the mining group. All right, gotcha. That are working into Woden, trying to mine out a path. Okay. You hear minor explosions down the roadway, a lot farther down, to be honest, because you guys managed to get back about a couple days' journey away. But you can hear small sulfur explosions off in the distance as the miners are working. What are you gonna try and mine this with, Tilcat?
I'm gonna see if there's any leftover pickaxes lying around first.
I'm the only one in our party with a pickaxe.
Well, we're near miners.
You are.
If there's an extra pickaxe lying around, I'll use that. If not, then I'll just try and break off a piece with my dart.
Okay. All right. Let me just see something really quick. There we go. Okay. So you're gonna try, as you look around, give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm fairly good at those.
1.
Did you really get a 1?
No, I got a 17.
Aww.
Okay.
-3.
You do find a couple of iron pickaxe just kind of sitting around next to barrels of weapons and other mining gear.
I take one.
Okay. No one seems to care.
And I go towards the dark iron.
Okay. As you go back into the tunnel, some of the miners kind of see you and just ignore you, not really caring what you're doing, knowing full well there's nothing dangerous down there that they need to warn you about. And as you go in,
if there was, they probably wouldn't.
that's a fair explanation, because no one told them why the sulfur exploded, other than the fact that you guys were escaping an orc battalion. So as you go in, looking about these crystals, they seem to suck the light out of any torch that comes by. Are you just going to try and chip at one, or are you going to try and take a whole cluster? What's your thought process?
I'm first gonna have Shin stand blocking any light.
Okay.
To try and make it as dark as possible using a blanket or something.
Okay.
And then I'm going to chip at it, trying to get an entire cluster.
Okay. So as you take some cloth out, kind of putting a little tent, makeshift tent, using Shin as a kind of stake and to hold it down. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Oh, 15, yay.
You managed to chip off about 5 pounds of this dark iron ore that seems to slam into the ground. Give me a dex save, please.
I'm about to lose my other foot.
Can't wait for you to be double peg leg.
What did you get? Good news is you just needed a 2.
What did he roll?
A 4.
A 4.
Well, technically he rolled a 2, but he has a +2. So as the iron cluster falls to the ground, slamming into the ground slightly, causing a few sparks. Thankfully, again, this is just oventium, so it's not really, it doesn't ignite, it just, pitters out immediately. The iron does hit your foot, slightly, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. But now you have 5 pounds of iron ore you can add to your inventory, of dark iron ore.
5 pounds of dark iron ore added.
There you go. And none of the miners seem to be bothered in the slightest. No, and Brazi and
what?
Bardris, as you're walking around, you don't hear an explosion for once.
I'm gonna go back to them and I'm gonna grab the Soul and be like, "Hey, would you like armor that can suck in light?"
Why would he want that? He's a paladin. He makes light.
Or at least well, that's true actually. Instead, I'm gonna go to Brazier and be like, "Hey, found this," and show him the dark iron. It can suck in light. Is that
Why is
helpful
the
for
rogue?
you?
Why would he want heavy metal armor? I don't understand.
I can turn it into a ring. That would nullify light spells as well, right?
You don't know.
You have no idea. You don't know anything.
No
about
idea.
He has a metal prosthetic arm, right?
I have a hand.
He has a metal hand. Yeah.
If we find the person who can actually process this, because I don't personally know the trick, but
A prosthetic hand that can, take out light. That sounds pretty fun,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
we might be able to get a coating of it on your hand. Maybe cover up the middle finger in this dark iron.
It depends on if that's actually useful.
I mean, negating light spells would be useful for you, wouldn't it?
Ask the dwarves about it. I'm sure they've worked with this kind of stuff before.
Possibly. We might need more though too. Put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you crafted another bag of
He
holding.
made another one after the last one got destroyed.
It's not
After I had
destroyed.
that hand-
You,
No, yeah, I remember. Not destroyed, but it's gone. We're not touching it anymore.
yeah, one of the
It was handed
dwarves
over
took
to the
off.
dwarvish army.
It's in a lava pit. We're forgetting about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you as you've done this, taken out some of this iron, none of the dwarves seem to be at all bothered by it or what you're doing. What do you guys want to do next? What's the plan? Where are you heading?
I'd also like to go find some more of that water quartz if possible.
Okay. Give me a investigation check. And while he's doing that, yes.
Bardris is going to talk to Brazi about which the two paths he wants to take, 'cause we're not touching that lava path.
That's fair.
What do you mean?
12.
12k.
What do you mean, what do I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I quite caught what GM talking about the two paths.
There were three paths, but one of them, he said, could collapse at any given second.
It's the quickest.
We're not going through that one.
The second one was where that crystal was, which apparently there was no problem, and the third one, we have no idea. There's minimal notes about it.
Awesome.
I'm also going to look at that third path, and I'm going to send Shin in real quick to see if there's anything that would attack something that moves.
Okay. We'll come
What's
back to
Shin?
him. His he walks around with a steel defender.
Yeah.
So it's basically a less sentient warforge.
Okay, well, if he's doing that, I'll send my imp in on the second path.
Okay. So first off, Tilcat, as you're looking around, as you looking for the yes, I got that. As you're looking around for more water quartz, unfortunately, you do not find any more. However, as you send Shin in into the tunnel or into the small crevice, climbing up onto these rocks and heading through, as he looks through, he can see clearly that the hallway is completely lit up, and that there are torches on still, or braziers still burning, and no signs of any foot traffic. Now, given that most of the dwarven roads are on each of the pillars do have braziers that are magically lit and stay lit. That's kind of the whole point in them.
That path is long abandoned. I'm not.
By the looks of it, from what you guys can see from that stone, it looks like it just had a cave in right there. But you don't know how long it's been there, and none of the dwarves seem to at all know about this path, and most of them are from Azeric.
Yeah, so it's at least been a while. I'd rather not go towards the unknown path when there's one that's slightly more known that seems sturdy.
And as far as Brazi, with your imp, you're sending him down the same path that Tilcat just went down with the dark to get his dark iron. Do you see through your imp? Is it a?
I believe I do. Let me double check though.
Mm-hmm.
Just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure I do. The master can sense what the imp sees as long as they're within 1 mile of one another.
Okay. You okay there, Trin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
It sounded like you just yelled "ooh woo" for a second. I was worried.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I was like, I'm not stoned, so I know that wasn't me hearing shit.
No.
Okay.
Well, it was, because I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so as your imp goes down, heading down the tunnel, your imp will obviously has dark vision and notices immediately that there's no light down this tunnel due to the dark iron crystals that, similar to the ones that Tilcat wouldn't mind. Further in, you do notice that these crystal clusters seem to get larger and larger as your imp is starting to have to climb through them, kind of a little bit more with more endurance to it. But as he manages to get through after about 20 or 30 minutes of walking, gets to that mile barrier, stopping, and all he sees is more dark tunnel. But it looks, from what the imp can tell, it's about 20 feet wide and about 20 feet tall, this tunnel.
All right, I'll send him on back. Come back to me, and while he's coming back, I'll turn to my party and say, so down that tunnel, it seems to be mostly just crystal-like formations, and there seems to be a very much a lack of light, which means it would be a perfect ambush opportunity against us, as if none of us have night vision. I believe
Dark
some
vision.
of us do. Dark vision. I believe some of us have dark vision, but I don't know about all of us.
I do.
I know
can
I
see
have
in the
dark.
dark.
Okay.
I think
Vasul?
everyone but Vasul has dark vision.
Everyone but the stool can see.
I can't see in the dark.
Okay.
I have good ears though.
And that's what matters, big man.
Well, to stop him from at least running into us, we could set something up. I could ride on him.
Actually, technically, how strong is my horse, DM? My summon horse? Because it is a celestial being. How strong
It's a
is that?
war horse, right?
Yes, it is a war horse.
Let me look up something.
Could it lift the sword? Or did he make himself too heavy?
Oh, I'm
Does
looking
it-
up.
I answered it.
Give me a minute. Jesus, give me 2 seconds to fucking look.
I'm just
God
talking
damn.
about it while I'm padding the talking while you keep looking.
Vasul, how much do you weigh?
400 pounds.
What's your carry?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it could easily carry him. Because a warhorse has typically around an 18 in strength,
Yeah.
at least on the monster character. So I would say, yeah, Vasul would be able to ride it. He's going to be he's going to be dragging his feet because of his height is more the issue, but otherwise, yes.
And bonking his head.
Yeah,
Not necessarily, because
if
it's
he's
20
only
feet
head
tall.
enough, he won't, but
I could always lean forward. You know.
yeah, that's all I'm worried about. He won't bash his head and everything. I could lead him with the horse because I can see perfectly. I could just lead the horse.
That would work.
That works.
But we have an answer to the dark cave. If you want to take that one.
The other cave just seems, from what I could get together with Shin, it's just fell out of use. It's still well lit and everything.
Yeah, but there was a cave in. Don't forget to mention that.
Well, the rocks of the cave-in were underground. Cave-ins happen. Then, half the time, I look to Dwarf and ask, do you guys always take care of cave-ins, or do you sometimes just dig new paths, if it's simpler?
You just turn to any of the dwarves that are nearby.
Yep.
As a few soldiers kind of walk by you, one of them looks over at you quizzically and goes, we're dwarves. We pride ourselves on our tunnels.
They don't cave in.
Well, he looks at you and goes, that's not true. Sometimes idiots blow things up, and then we got cave-ins on our entire city.
Yeah, so
I
that's the
look.
worry of
I look at.
He kind of glares at
Everyone
Brossi.
looks-
Then
Everyone
hold on.
looks.
Then, in my opinion, we should absolutely not take that path. Because why is a dwarven tunnel caved in? We'd be worried.
I look back at Ross,
It's
too.
for a reason.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Then let's take the dark one, since the majority of us can deal with that. It's just... I'm gonna state this, that no spells will work. No spells that cause light will cause any form of light in that cave.
Now there's a way to deal with this. Basul, get on the shiny horse.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I recommend for marching order.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend me scout ahead, of course, as usual, and I have my imp constantly a mile ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the imp is invisible, just to clarify. Bardris behind me. Of course, the horse, the Vasul on his horse, will be
And then
behind
I'll
him.
pull up the back.
And yep. There we
Okay.
And I'll be riding on my Steel
Steel
Defender
Defender.
so that I have a little bit more movement speed.
I have a question. How big are these tunnels?
20 feet wide and 20 feet tall.
All right, just double checking.
Yep.
You know,
No, that
yeah,
you won't hit your head unless there's a really big crystal. You should
Hunter,
be fine.
your job is to not move because I'm going to lead the horse around for you.
You're riding the pony,
On the
Vasul.
horse. Yeah, just stay on the.
Okay. So as you guys head down with Brazi up front and with his imp ahead of him, of course.
invisible.
Yes. As you head into the tunnel, Brazi and Tilcat, give me Arcana checks.
You got it.
Alrighty. 13.
19.
Okay. Thank you. So as you guys head down to the tunnel, or down the tunnel, immediately Bardris notices that his summoned steed, the light from the celestial warhorses. This is a pretty big warhorse as you enter in. And Vasul, you realize you sing this as you're staring down at the horse for the most part, as its head's right in front of you. The light of the horse disappears almost completely. You can't see the horse anymore, neither of you. Bardris still holding what he thinks is the what do I call it? The lead. Yes, the reins, the lead, whatever, of the horse. And as you guys head in, Brazi, you're the first one to notice your magic is being sucked away from you.
Oh.
You lose one spell slot of your top spells, please.
Each of us?
You
Oh, no,
and Tilcat.
Oh no, I'm a
The
warlock. Whatever shall I do?
Bitch, you're the only one. At least. Oh, I would have also left one of the spare sending stones back with the leader of the soldiers.
Okay.
That way, if he needed to get a hold of us for anything.
Me and Vasul, the two paladins, are unaffected.
Doesn't seem to be. Although the
how
steed
about
did lose
how-
all its light.
How is my imp doing? What has my imp noticed a mile ahead of us?
As your imp continues on, at this point you're about a quarter of the way in the tunnel. The tunnel is continuing to be dark. Your imp can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. It just seems to continue on and on.
I see. Okay.
I'm on the lookout for side caves. I refuse to get ambushed in here.
The imp has not noticed any side caves before you ask. There have been none that he's seen. And as you can feel, the imp is losing magic. It is getting weaker as time is going on.
Okay. I will inform the party that our magic is being drained whilst we are within these tunnels. We have two options.
I'm gonna look at Brazi.
One-
Not being
one-
drained. I feel fine.
No, that's fine.
My ears are open.
They're wiggling slightly.
You just hear these people. You can't see anything. It's just darkness.
So,
This is where that blind fighting style could come in handy.
No, you'll hit us.
This is where your blind sight this is where having blind sight would be useful.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing: we could either power through this tunnel, and we could start rushing it, and trying to get through as quickly as possible, so that our magic reserves are not completely drained by the time we exit here. We don't have any idea how long this tunnel is, so it could be, it could take us maybe days. Who knows? When it comes to dwarven engineering. Otherwise, we could turn back around and we could go through the alternative two tunnels.
Up
One
to you.
The lava tunnel.
Another spell slot is sucked away from Brazi and Tilcat.
I think we should turn back, because at this rate, all I'm going to have is cantrips and any items I've made, and those are few and far between.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. As you guys turn around, heading back, Brazi, as soon as you turn around, your imp suddenly disappears.
Yep, let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, I want to go deeper now. This sounds interesting.
Nope.
Then you can go alone.
Charge forward on the warhorse.
As you guys turn around and start heading out, it's slow going given the fact that Vasul is still on the pony and is kind of a bit of a more of a blocking pathway than anything else. It takes you a few minutes to get around him. With Tilcat still holding up the back, Tilcat, you suddenly notice that Shin is gone as you guys exit the tunnel.
I am waddling on my own. Jesus Christ. I am looking panicked.
As you look back in the tunnel, you don't see him.
Alright,
gonna
stay
run-
here. I'll be right back.
Someone run in and get him, please.
It didn't affect me, and I can see. I'll go take a glance.
All right, Barges, give me a perception check.
I don't think I'm very good at perception, am I? How good is my perception? +3. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's a 5.
Good news is it's pretty clear as it's a straightforward tunnel. While you are blind, and you do eventually, as you're walking down this tunnel, you trip and fall, smacking your face on the ground, taking 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As you turn to look over, you see right there is the steel defender with a giant claw mark across its chest, looking like it had just been torn open, like a can
I'm
opener.
jumping on the horse, and I'm riding out. No.
Drag Shin with you, please.
I'm
No,
surprised
no,
I did.
no,
I'm surprised I didn't even hear that. Holy
Nope.
crap!
No, not interested. I'm out. No.
As Barges turns and resummons his steed, Barges, as you get halfway, your steed yips and suddenly drops.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start running. Yep, no, the horse is unsummoned. That's okay. I can resummon him.
Alright, as you hear it get dragged away and the magic vanish.
Defender.
Okay, as you run out, everything's gone quiet. You see the group standing there waiting for you. They didn't hear anything.
Can I,
Other way. Nope.
smell?
No.
Can I just?
You gonna stick your nose into the tunnel and take a sniff?
Yes.
Okay,
You
good.
know,
Give me a perception check with advantage.
I'm gonna tap Tilcat on the shoulders. Yeah, your defender's gone. It's destroyed. Yeah, no, we're not going in
I
there.
can repair it, but I need it back. That's the problem.
You can
Plus,
repair it, but do you want to hunt?
all
with it?
right. 18.
Okay, give me a minute.
Not to bother mentioning, it can repair itself to a point.
Yeah, well, it was basically ripped in half, so we didn't hear a thing. Do you really want to go back in there?
I kind of need it.
Then go have fun. Go ahead. Have at it. I'm not going back.
I'm going to
You know what?
shout
Ooh.
down the tunnel.
Okay.
You want the
Shin, activate repair protocol. Use 2 of them if you have to.
friends?
Uh,
I smell something.
What do you smell, buddy?
You want the?
Oh,
That's-
those
that's
fucking
gonna-
snakes! I am glad I enchanted your hammer. We're bashing some heads in.
In the tunnel that he can't see in, his hammer's not gonna be very useful.
Okay, so as you do this, you hear activating program, malfunction, core missing,
Oh, those bastards!
power down.
They took his core. I'm gonna look behind me and be like, is there any way to overpower the dark iron?
No. There's too much of it, and we don't know anything about
The
it.
Dwarven Legion isn't there anymore as you look around.
Oh,
Son of a
okay.
bitch!
They've dipped.
Yeah. All right. What's the play?
Tilcat Sending Stone, contact the Dwarven leader.
Yep, I'm using my sending stone to contact the dwarven general
Okay,
that I left it with him.
Alright.
give me a
Uh,
minute.
Where are you guys?
Okay, give me a minute. Let me pull up something.
Oh, and damn, you never gave me my my pearl guitar.
I know. Okay.
Mighty like darkness.
As you hear on the other end, huh? What? Why is there a stone talking to me? What the? Oh!
I
Oh!
left you with a fucking sending stone.
Yeah, this is Ori Stonecrusher. What can I do you for?
Where are you guys? We went in the tunnel. It's the party that collapsed the city.
Yeah, we know. You went in a year ago.
What?
The fuck? that felt like a few minutes to
Yeah,
us.
we heard the screams and we just assumed you were dead and sealed the tunnel.
We just walked out of the tunnel.
Well, good news. The city's almost fixed up. The roadway down should be clear, and you guys should be able to continue on your route if you need to.
There's you want here.
There are Yuan-Ti in this tunnel?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
suggest
sure. Uh-huh. Y'all probably just tripping. It's probably the mushrooms. No worries. Good luck to you. And he you hear the sending stone snap.
I'm gonna tap Vasul. I know you want to fight the Yuan. I know you do, but there's no way we can fight it down there.
I'm gonna go start finding sulfur. Loose sulfur.
Oh boy, here we go again.
You know,
We're leaving. All right, on to the normal.
Tilcat,
path.
are you planning to blow up the city again?
No, I'm gonna leave it at the entrance. And I'm gonna set a trap there so that if something tries to follow us, it's blowing
Yep, and there's
itself
gonna
up.
be a chain reaction and everyone's gonna die.
As you do look, Bargis, you do know that original tunnel to the right is now completely opened and looks to have been excavated.
Oh,
All right, we're going through that then.
I guess I gotta abandon Shin here. Shin, if you get more if you manage to be able to pull yourself out of there, pull yourself out.
As
yeah,
you
if he
say
gets his
that,
core back,
give me a
out.
Tilcat. Give me a perception check.
if he somehow gets his core back,
20.
Out comes a rusted helmet, and it is Shin's head.
I'm taking that with me. I'm gonna have to remake a freaking shield guardian, not a shield guardian, a steel defender over the next little bit.
Okay.
We first gotta escape these caves that
Yeah,
alter
that's
time. In
What are you
some
talking
way.
about? There's ore down here that's worth it, but we gotta get to
No.
a city. Let's go.
We're getting out of here right now. Okay, we're going through the quick path that is no
Okay.
longer dangerous.
Block it.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna write something down real quick just to keep track of something.
Stay marching order. It'll end.
Oh, as you
Now I'm
guys head
walking
out, you
slower.
see like merchants and stuff walking by. Like it seems like day to day again. There are people all around you
I'm
now.
gonna be looking through the merchants to find a suitable power core for the new Shin.
Okay. One sec. Do. Okay, so as you guys start heading down the tunnel, a few merchants kind of pass by you guys, let you know what's been going on. Just telling you about the fact that things have shook up a little bit. There's a new High King god. A great war happened in Dragon's Gate. Bunch of idiots were killed. More idiots were fighting, and they found out that the High King could be defeated, and that a man by the name of Cyrus Galadron took his position with a new god of peace named Zaya Ravensong.
Good for him.
Do either of those names ring a bell to me?
You've never heard of any of these people, Bronzy. They do mention something about an elf named Ven Zorwin, which catches your attention for a second. You remember hearing stories about that as a kid, and that he was like a heretic and a heathen and just an outright terrible person.
He was also the best lay the queen ever had.
Didn't say that. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the only names that you catch that get your attention.
Okay. All right. So
As Bardris
What
notices
exactly
something
is this?
slightly that he got a PM.
no,
Yes.
not towards it. No, I saw what it was. We're not touching that.
Okay.
No.
Yes, Bronzy.
yeah. Kind of tell me about the town, I guess. I just want to.
So as you guys
look around.
as you guys start heading down, it's going to take you a few days to travel down this route. You can see the town ahead, but it is quite a ways away from you directly. Eventually, you finally make it to the small miners' town known as Elderwake. A bit more trading goods go through here, as you see a few different tunnels that seem to spur off in different directions. You've got, of course, the main roads, which you all know of on the map from what Bardris has shown. But then you have undocumented roads that seem to go off in different directions where you see merchants coming in and out of. This seems to be more of a trading town designed specifically to trade in ores to the smithing guilds that are around here, who tend to make items and such. So more often than not, you're seeing not high tier items, but more lower and common items for the everyday man that would be very easy for any average citizen to pick up and use as far as their magical enchantments. Looking around, you see a very large market at the center of the town, designed out of almost pure marble.
I am waddling there immediately.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm actually going to pull up the full description of this town. As you go through, you see a very large district of what looks to be three-story houses that seem to have miners going in and out, like dwarven miners, who seem to be carrying shiny ores and such in their in baskets, and seem to be going into these different establishments. All of them seem to be having something similar to like a cat or what looks to be a fancy version of an armadillo or something of those sorts. These look to be taverns to most of you, having never been here. Um, and the last thing you notice as you're walking through is they have also a secondary district that seems to be off to the side where a lot of strange looking brown boxes seem to be standing out in the middle of the streets. And you see actual flowers from the above ground, or from the upper surface world. That seem to be planted everywhere in boxes and such. These buildings around them seem to have giant copper, looks like cylindrical devices in the back. For those who are dwarven, you will recognize these as mead houses, where they probably produce and make their own honey wine. For those who are not, you may know what mead is and recognize the smell, but the majority of you would not be as familiar with the dwarven style of distillation. So.
Although I'm not technically dwarven, would I understand just because I've been around a while?
You looking about. Give me a history check. This will.
Yay! Let's get this -1. 18.
Well, that's pretty good. You actually recognize the strand of bee because you used to use them amongst your clan. These bees are used in lanterns as well as a renewable resource. They plant a flower inside of a lantern and then they leave the bee in there to basically be able to survive as they glow in the dark. And their light cannot be eaten by dark iron.
Oh.
But they are very rare. They are called rock bottom bees. And they do tend to bite. And they're extremely poisonous.
Time to tame some bees, boys.
I'm not even gonna say anything because I know what people are gonna do, specifically in this party.
Okay. But as you look around,
punch in already. I feel bad.
You have dwarves walking in and out. The occasional you'll see an orc that seems to be working as a merchant walking through the town, and a few Nords from what some of you recognize, more humanoids for those who aren't familiar from the area. They seem to be more blonde, blue-eyed rather than the men of the Isle of Man, where more of them are tanner and darker skinned, typically with darker tones to their eyes and hair. But yeah, the town seems fairly busy and seems to have those two major districts plus a market in the center, and mostly just miners and traders coming through.
Oh, like I said, I'm heading straight for the marketplace because I have to rebuild Shin.
Okay.
How long do we plan on staying here, boys?
Do we still need to get paid by that one guy who had us go down into the caves?
Vasul with the actual brains. Were we ever paid?
Well, it's been a year. I don't know if they're gonna pay us anymore.
Actually,
It's
no,
been a year and they had to re-egg out the town. I think we're even.
A debt's a debt.
Did we even have a contract?
No.
Why did you guys not write a contract?
We had a verbal one.
Dwarves are honorable. I feel like they would, you know.
Dwarves honorable. They're honorable to a point.
I nudge him. I kind of elbow him, not noticing the kind of displaying the fact we are in a dwarven city right now.
Yeah, there's a few merchants now staring at you guys as they're walking by.
I'm personally offended.
And I'm and I point at Bartress. I think
again
that we can either just completely ignore the pay, and that would be completely fine, or we can try and get it, but I don't expect us to actually get the pay.
We should pass. It's been a year. We should move on.
Okay.
I would prefer this.
I'd prefer just to skip it too. I need to rebuild Shin.
Okay. Sounds like we're all in agreement then. How long do we all plan on staying within the town?
How long will it take me to rebuild Shin?
You
Given
don't
I've done
know.
it once before.
No, you didn't. You were. This was a fully built version. You only built the core last time to make him sentient, to a point.
How long did it take me to build the core?
About a month of forging.
If I can borrow a forge, it will take me a month to rebuild his core alone. So
You want to stay here for a month?
unless
we
we
can,
can find a
I
portable
will
forge,
say
then
this,
yeah.
Tilcat, being a gnome and being from the gnomish lands, your character would know that you could create a new steel defender very easily if you can just get a golem rod, which is what they use to control golems in the New World. You're not familiar with the exact how it works, but you are familiar enough after spending time in the Orklands and seeing them in some of the old dwarven cities that all that is needed is one of these rods, and supposedly you can control the golems that are attuned to it.
Would I know of this, or would I not?
No, this is something specific to Tilcat, as he has been spending his time studying in the New World recently.
Okay.
Well,
And
if we
was
get me a
not this
golem
one.
rod, I could just work on the core later. It'd give me control of the golems that it's attuned to, but
But
You can find one.
we can check the market and see.
all right. Can I? While you do that, I will look for less reputable less reputable sellers for a possibility of getting
Golem
one in
rod.
case they don't find that.
Okay.
That'd be good.
All right.
All
So
right.
Brazi's gonna head
Let's-
back down the first district I described with the armadillo signs.
Yep. Let's meet back here in about 2 hours. How's that
All
sound?
right.
Okay.
You want to take one of these two with you, or should they go with me?
That's up to them. It doesn't bother me.
Bardris, where are you going?
I'm going where Versul goes. I
Okay.
feel like I gotta stay with.
I was gonna say I'll go where Bardris goes.
The two just stand there.
Going to a tavern.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna start flipping my coin. I want this thing to evolve.
Okay. What do you?
I'm gonna
What's
watch
the
him flip
decision?
coins.
Are you just gonna
Oh.
flip the coin, or are you making a decision based on it?
I'll make a choice based on who we follow. Actually, no, we should definitely follow Tilcat because if he's going to talk to shady buyers, we probably shouldn't follow him.
I'm
No,
gonna talk to
Brazi's
shady
going to
buyers.
go talk to shady
No,
buyers.
that's what I'm saying. We should follow Tilcat and not Brazi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go with Tilcat as I flip this coin and just follow him.
I actually kind of
Making
wanna.
small decisions
Yeah,
like
I
how
want to
many
see what
steps to take.
happens. I'm gonna follow Brasi.
Oh
Okay.
God! All right, have fun.
All right.
As the elephant joins me, I'm just going to say, just try and keep your voice down and try and, unless I tell you otherwise, don't look too intimidating.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room.
I was just about to make that joke.
I was
I hate
waiting
to
for-
address the elephant in the room, but you need to not look intimidating. Don't pull out Snake Smasher.
So, okay. Well, we're gonna start with Tilcat and Bardris. As you two turn to go towards the center of the town, Bardris, the smell of mead is rather strong on the air, reminding you of your home. This stuff smells a lot sweeter and higher quality from what you can tell based on the strength of it.
Oh, sick.
But it's also, as you see the signs, although your old dwarvish is still very rusty and still very much learning, you recognize the symbols for the amount it costs to buy it is well without outside of your price range. It's almost 100 gold pieces for one
Actually,
single
that
bottle.
is within my price range. I have 400 gold.
for
That's
one
wicked.
for one bottle.
I'm not going to, but I could.
Okay.
It's
I was-
within both our price ranges, but
And I make this comment in the idea that yes, a new computer is in my price range, but that doesn't mean I'm going to spend $3,000 on
But
one.
listen, keep in mind, Bardris isn't a drinker. He's
That's
really not.
But as you see that, as you guys continue into the center of town, you see market stalls, some with a few, like I said, a few Nords. You see a strange-looking cloaked. Okay, you see a strange cloaked figure who seems to have purple eyes, and his face seems to be covered up completely under a small, what looks to be almost a plague doctor's mask. He has weird trinkets of different, what looks to be fleshy bits and pieces. You see a couple of dwarven smiths working and hammering away. And then lastly, you see a strange-looking tree, almost tree-like folk. Let me see if I can grab a picture of them.
Freeman.
Give me 1 second to pull up that sheet.
Well,
He seems to. he seems to have a strange collar on him, almost looking. It seems to be this strange purple-looking design of a purple stone with a green crystal in the center. Let me see if I can. God, will it not post? It may not post today. Let me see if I can save this image, because usually you can, but for some reason it doesn't want to post today. Anyways, so yes, as you're, this man seems to be carrying or selling a few different wooden trinkets, again with strange crystal designs. Here we go. That works better. It's not a perfect cut, but there you go. Having almost tree limbs for hair. And yeah, so you got those four merchants are the ones that seem to catch your eye of the most interest. A Nordic man who looks to be larger and selling what looks to be more common materials. Two dwarven smiths who seem to have a bunch of gear on their table of common items, some with runes, some without. A strange-looking plague doctor of sorts with purple glowing eyes and a covered head. And then this elven man who seems to be selling wooden trinkets of sorts.
Well,
Do I see the thing that I'm looking for, or at least a general look?
You
that
see
I
nothing.
Come to know it.
Nothing of that sort.
Great. Well, we might be able to sell some of the ores I mined here, so I'll walk up to one of the dwarves and be like, "Are you buying things as well as selling?"
And he looks, he goes, yeah, no, that shouldn't be a problem. He looks around. He goes, name's Urist. I buy all sorts of things.
What about you on T-scales?
Rarer, but sure, yeah, I'll buy them.
I pull out 20 of the green yuan T-scales from my bag of holding.
What are you thinking you want for them?
Well, honestly, I also pull out the 5 pounds of dark iron. I need this processed.
Okay, I can do that into bars and let's say 100 gold pieces for the scales, as well.
That sounds fair.
All right. And he takes the crystal and he goes, "This should net you about 12 bars. You wanting it forged anything specific, or you just wanting the bars?"
Can I get... Well, I don't know his exact hand shape, so could you form it into possibly a gauntlet?
Hollow or filled?
Hollow.
Shouldn't be a problem. You want any enchantments on this thing?
Not that I can think of. I may enchant it myself later, but I know that takes something special.
Alright, I'll put an enchanting stone into it to make it easier on you. And he takes and goes, so that'll be 50 gold pieces then that you'll get, and he slides them over, and I'll give you the other 50 once you come back for the gauntlet.
How many days is that gonna take?
I should have it done within an hour or two. Shouldn't be that long, to be honest. I would take a time, look around. If you're looking for anything specific, let me know. Where are you heading?
I look at Bartress and be like, where are we heading after this? Oh wait, I am looking for something very specific. I don't know if you know anybody to be selling it. A golem control rod.
He looks to you, looks at Bartress and goes, "Did you, boy, are you not from here?"
No, I'm not. My steel defender was destroyed recently, and I know that's a little bit of a shortcut for me to make a new one.
I'm gonna tip my helmet. We're actually traveling scholars. Passing through.
So you're probably not familiar as much with with the stories of the kingdom. Golems haven't been used in, I don't know, 2,000 years now. The kingdom has lost most of our rods when we lost the city of Oventium.
I'll write that down.
Okay. If you're looking for it, that's the best place to go, but the last adventuring party who went down there, well, they were eaten by the great golden being.
Oh, that'll be great. That's where we're going. See if we make it out.
Hey, if you want, Prince O'Gain's hiring adventurers. Maybe you can make some money if you make it back.
That might be a good way to do it, too. Thank you for the information.
Yeah,
I wouldn't ask...
He's in, if you're looking for him, he should be in Thramgalen with his father these days, last I heard. He said he was looking for, he put a wanting post out for a group of scholars like yourselves, for a while back.
Was there an elephant with the wanted posters?
Something I don't know what an elephant is, but there was definitely a giant, ugly-looking creature with a giant nose.
Yeah, they're looking for us. All right.
Yeah, that's us. That's good to know.
Oh, well, good news. Then the prince is looking for you to give you a reward. Apparently, he's been trying to find you.
We've been
We'll
trying to get in
start a
contact
cake
with you,
for a
but your
year,
car's just under
apparently.
warranty.
We've been lost in a cave for about a year.
Hello, is that the IRS? Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, alright, well,
I
that's
hope
fair.
he doesn't want us to pay taxes on the reward.
Oh, that's actually, no, I will warn you, the tax collectors are looking for you a lot too. You were registered with the guild back in Azeric. And he looks at me guessing. You said you've been gone for a year, probably around 300 gold pieces?
I didn't register with a guild. What?
Nor did I.
Nor did I.
I mean, you know...
I was never registered with any guild other than a merchant guild back in my hometown, and I'm not
just a
even sure it's
mercenary.
alive anymore.
Yeah, he's just an elephant. That's
Well, you, fucking Brazi and Vasul aren't there. He goes, well, you know, I mean, your friend, and he says, I mean, I've got a membership with the guild. I can try and contact them and see what they say, but...
Yeah, because Tilcat... My name is Tilcat...
Yeah, Tilcat.
Nibnil.
Yeah, no, and Bardrus, yeah, the fellow right there, the scholar, yeah, no. You owe for the taking on that quest for the prince himself. So...
So that automatically signed us up as adventurers to them, then.
No, my guess is he probably signed you up after you left.
come on. That's, not
That's
fair.
a bit of a dick move, but alright.
Means
Didn't
you
sign anything.
it guarantees you the reward and insurances if any of your party members had died. So I mean, hey, it comes with the territory.
Well, I mean, we nearly died. The
I'll
city
sign-
collapsed in on itself.
The payments will come under the reward, I guess. Whatever.
Oh wait, the city? You're talking about the great explosion,
Yeah.
the one that sunk Woden like 10 feet down into the ground. Wow. Yeah, we heard some idiot decided to play with one of the crystals and the sulfur and
I'm
caused
pointing
it.
at.
I-
Pointing at
I'm
Phil.
ignoring him and
That-
being like, I don't know who did that. I think it
That's
was
your
an orc.
right there,
Yeah,
officer.
that man's wanted for what was it? Like 5,000 gold pieces for almost killing so many people.
Hold on. The party's gonna talk about this later.
But yeah,
I'm letting wager was probably an orc being an idiot.
maybe. If he was, he's probably dead by now. We cleared up most of them out. But
Well,
Yeah.
Scott, we can do it. Let's keep walking. We gotta meet up with the party soon anyway.
I'll have it
Yeah,
for you
let's keep
within the hour. I'll let you know.
Alright. Oh, wait. One other thing. How good are you at prosthetic feet?
That's a very specific question, good sir.
The idiot lost his foot. He wants a better one.
I lost my foot during that explosion. The
I mean,
fireball.
you should have enough iron here. I can make you another one.
You know what? Throw that in too, and I set the 50 gold back down.
All right. Yeah, no problem. I'll have one for you by the time you're ready.
Alright.
And he starts working and yelling at the smaller dwarf that seems to be beside him.
Cool.
I start
Alright.
waddling around just looking for anything
We will come back
that
to you
might
in a
seem
moment.
magical.
Brazi and Vasul, as you turn and head off, seeing the Tilcat and Bardras head towards the market. Heading down, you can hear off in the distance, you recognize Tilcat's voice, but can't really make out what he's saying from this distance. As you guys head in, you see a lot of dwarves that seem to be a little drunker, and as they come out of these establishments, they seem to be a lot happier overall. A few seem to fall over as they walk out, looking exhausted. You're not sure if it's from the drink, as their cheeks are bright red and their noses are also pretty red. But there's around about 7 establishments, each seeming to be the exact same. The only difference is that each of them seems to have an armadillo in a different pose as their sign, and then the last one seems to have a black cat that seems to glow and kind of catch your eye a little bit more than the other signs that seem to just be painted.
Can you give me the poses the armadillos are doing?
Oh, fuck you.
One of them's doing a T pose.
Give me a minute.
Go in the one closest to a T pose, Mike. Do it. The one closest to a T pose is the way to go.
No.
Yes.
So,
No.
Vasul, you don't. Given the darkness, it's a little harder for you to see these. But there you go.
Oh. I'll look for the one that's in the second to last position.
Gotcha.
Why you say it like that?
I'll
I
go
wanna
into
see
that
it.
one.
I want to
Okay.
see this.
As you head in, heading down the street about halfway, turning in, immediately as Barazi opens the door, Vasul, you are, given how strong your nose is and how sensitive it is to smells, about you'd guess from your nose around 12 different perfumes just come wafting out of the doorway. And as he opens it, the lights are brighter. The room seems to almost lighten up completely with a pink slight glow. Different dwarves with beards, a little shorter than the ones you've been dealing with, seem to be walking around and seem to be a little bit more stubby than the others that you've seen. They all seem to be walking around very provocative outfits, as there are dwarves of all shapes and sizes, and they're drinking and maneuvering in ways you suddenly realize you catch on to pretty quickly. Welcome to a dwarven brothel.
Lovely. Okay. I'll just
As the beads separate as Brazi walks in.
You really choose the places, Brazi.
yeah, that's certainly a
Way
that's
to
a
look at
statement.
it.
Yep, that's a statement. I'm gonna ask. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm getting out of this one. I'm going to the Black Cat one.
Okay. As you walk in, you look around. A woman kind of starts to walk towards you. A rather scrawny-looking dwarven woman with a very long, glorious blue
Somebody's
beard.
walking over.
Yes, she seems
wait.
to be a little older as you realize the wrinkles under her eyes. As she walks up, holding. She's fully clothed in normal, what looks to be noble's apparel, almost, with a full dress that seems to have gold inlays that seem to light up on their own and kind of highlight her blue beard. She's also holding a tray of what looks to be a red crystal on top of it as she's walking towards you. As she does, she looks at you and goes, and she speaks in Dwarvish. Does Browsy know Dwarvish?
Let me look here.
I do.
I do not know Dwarvish.
The elephant does.
So, Vasul, as you're standing there, you hear her go, "So, what can I do for a fine man like yourself to this day? Would you care for a little bit of the crystal itself, or are you looking for more physical entertainment?" And all Brazi gets is a very guttural grunting continuously.
Vasul shall translate. Go, Vasul.
I kind of cock my head looking at her.
I'll give Brazi a direct translation.
Oh, okay. You're going to explain it word for word?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you catch on, Brazi, she is offering you either to this crystal or something more. She also looks at you for a second and goes, "You're not," and she looks at Vasul, "You're not with the big lizard man that came through here, are you?"
Oh no.
Big lizard.
She looks up at
I
Vasul
don't know.
and goes, "Yes, Neshnik. I can't remember. He was very large and he ate 3 of my best girls and owes me a lot of money."
Oh god.
Yeah, that sounds
don't-
about right.
I don't know of any big lizards.
Well, just in case, big fellow, we're not serving your kind in this bar in the more entertainment. I don't think I have any that are big enough for you.
Big enough for what?
That's all, Brazi. That's all he hears.
He's like a child.
I'm just
He's so innocent.
I'm just gonna pat my friend on the back, not understanding
Oh,
what's
yeah,
going
can you
on.
even reach my back? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Brazi's
Okay, I was
pretty.
just
Brazi's pretty tall still. He's not like huge, but you know.
All right, maybe my lower back, mid back. I don't know.
He's really short. He's like 5'4".
Yeah, but Vasul.
Okay, yeah. You'd still be able to reach it. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But no.
Big enough for what?
Fucking elephant. God
Just-
damn.
No,
just
but
gonna-
keep in mind, I'm gonna respond in Dwarvish.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he doesn't even know what he's saying.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back still, and I'm just gonna say to my friend, like, I'm just gonna say to Vasul, so I don't particularly want to be here. However, I'm looking for some sort of dealer in the rarer items, and perhaps some way to get some easy cash.
Oh,
Maybe you
okay,
could
Rozzy.
maybe you could ask the lady about the nice lady about that, please.
Okay.
And I pat him on the back as I say
Ask the
that.
nice lady, big child.
Thank you.
Pretty lady, is there anyone who could sell my friend magic items?
Uh, in the market, there's plenty of them. What
Of
what kind of items are you looking for?
Rozzy, what items are you looking for again?
I believe they're called a golem control rod for one, and perhaps a cloak of elven kind if doable.
He's looking for a cloak of elven kind and a golem rod.
Oh, he's into that. Yes, I do have someone with a golem rod if he's interested in that.
Oh
Um,
no.
but
Oh, no.
the
phrase-
robes, the robes of elven kind. We may have someone that we can help with that might be able to help with that. And she just looks over at Brazzy and nods yes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And
I
she
can't wait.
kind of grabs his chin and kind of gently leads him with her.
Oh
Alright,
no.
okay, I'm interested.
You're about to get bumped.
You're about to get the golem rod.
So as Rosie is taken into the back room behind the bar, as she leads him, opening a few doors. Brazzy, as you're walking back, you see, this is where they've got the kegs of ale and mead kind of stacked up. Kitchen staff are working back there. She takes you to the very back into this very stone-looking door that seems to have a carving in Dwarvish. For those who can read Dwarvish, it reads the man rod.
Oh no.
They went to hell and got the Moby back.
For those who read Elvish, it would read the Elven cloak, as there's a second symbol beneath it. As she takes Brazzy in, she goes, if you don't mind, he's very sensitive about his dealings, so, and she's like, she looks at you, do you mind? As she holds out some very simple rope. If it helps, if you're not okay with it, if you get bothered, the safe word is, as she starts speaking in common, run. It's so that way both clients are happy and the patron.
Wait, so I only understood the word run?
Yeah, no, she's speaking in full common now to you.
Oh, she's speaking in full
That's
common?
safe
Uh-huh.
word.
So just to confirm, this isn't anything of the sexual nature. I'm actually interested in magical items.
Yes,
not
you asked for the golem rod, correct?
the golem control rod.
Yes, we've got that for you.
It isn't anything sexual.
I mean, not. Are you trying to make it? I've got another room for that.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to make it sexual. I just want to confirm that this is
Her
completely.
her
it's
common
just
is also very broken and very accented.
That's fine. I'm fine with
No, no.
Yes. No, we're taking care of your friend as well. Don't worry. He is getting the full elven cloak that you were asking for.
it. Oh, okay. Can you get him some apple juice as well? Can you get him some apple juice as well?
Yes,
Sure, he'd
I will
appreciate it.
make sure he is well taken care of, good sir. But if again, do you mind if I? And she pulls out the rope and says, "Can you give me your hands? It's more of a protection for both sides."
Of course, that's fine then. If that's what it takes to get the rod.
As you look around the
I'll
room,
gladly take the rod.
this room is dark, and your dark vision, as it's looking around, you see a very large bed, and you're sitting at a table right now where it looks to be some very ornate dwarven table with some inlay on the table, the wood with golden designs. It looks to have a little bit of blue lyrium kind of engraved into it with strange symbols on it, but it's more decorative, nothing magical. And she kind of takes your hands and ties them to the table. And as she kind of starts to tighten them, you get kind of pulled forward a little bit over the table, so you're kind of leaning into it a bit more. And she goes, now, and she's like, one moment, and she grabs your foot and starts to tie your foot to one of the legs, and then the other foot to the... Again,
Oh no.
the safe word is run. And again, her accent is very thick. That just means you want to leave and both parties are done. And she goes, have a good time, as she closes the door.
Good time.
Oh
Interesting.
no. Oh no.
The next thing Brazzy feels is a very clammy hand across his cheek.
My name's Bubba.
And all he hears in very, very, very broken and very thick accented Dwarvish, I heard you wanted the golem rod. And that's when you notice this was a very large half-orc, half-dwarf. And we'll come back to you later. Basul!
Yeah.
You're given a cup of apple juice.
So as you're sitting, you're kind of brought to the bar and sat down, where some gals kind of come up and talk to you in Dwarvish, just, asking about how you're doing and, praising you for your just giantness and such. More just kind of joking around, nothing really any flirting. The lady of the house comes back out with one of the red crystals, still on a tray. As she comes back, she goes, "Your friend, the dwarvish fellow, or the elvish fellow? He's being taken care of by the golem rod."
By the golden rod?
Yes, like you asked.
I thought that was an item.
It is definitely an item. It truly is an item of a great rarity. If you'd like, we can make sure you can see it next. That room has silence cast on it for those wondering.
So my friend's gonna be able to fix his machine with it?
Yes, he should be. His rear machine should work quite well after that.
I'm gonna go listen to the school because they've been gone a while.
No, this is still taking around the same amount of time.
I'm glad Tilcat will be able to fix his steel guardian after getting the rod.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
needs
does your friend need the rod too?
Oh, yeah.
Should we bring him next?
As well.
It's a very important mechanical piece that needs to be put inside.
I'll tell you what. I'll let him know. And then once your friend's finished up, we'll make sure to get him set up next.
What the fuck is this apple juice?
As she kind of brings out this drink, and she goes, your friend asked you for some fruit juice. I apologize, we don't have the thing he asked for. As she squeezes what looks to be like a red orange. And she goes, all we have is some of the local rock fruit that grows down here. It's very citrusy, but it's very good for the body and the mind.
I like juice.
It's non-alcoholic. And she just kind of smiles and goes, did you want to meet with the man who sells the Elvenkind robes?
Run!
All you hear in the back of the bar is slamming and screaming.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet summer child, no.
She goes into the table and you see a little like gnomish man come walking out, and he goes, and he holds out this cloak of billowing. He goes, "This is what you're looking for," and it just says Elvish on it.
Yeah!
I mean, that's what it says, so I think it might be it.
If she looks at you and goes, if not, my friend here doesn't speak Dwarvish, but if not, we can see if we can't find something for you. Better to your liking, I can send a runner out to the merchant district to find you this cloak of Elvish kind.
I think that's the cloak. I mean, it says Elvish on it, so it's gotta be the right one.
I agree, and she goes, let your friends know that'll cost them 10 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. I'll let them know. We could put it on Brazzy's tab.
I don't know. Oh, was that the fellow who was going for the golem rod?
Yes, precisely.
Oh, well, okay, no problem. She smiles. She says, that's 210 gold pieces in total. Okay, I'll make sure it's taken care of. You mind sitting and just enjoying yourself? Have fun, talk to the customers. If anybody gets rowdy, and we need you to help us throw them out, we'll pay you for it. So, thank you. And she just turns and walks off.
The soul's gonna earn money being a bouncer and drinking a juice.
You got a job.
Meanwhile, he's getting...
Brazzy's getting rammed right now.
Mike, how do you feel? Mike, how do you feel?
Well, currently my asshole feels absolutely nothing because it's all numb. Besides that,
The good thing is, the Vidan are well known for their lubricants.
all I feel right now is just complete and utter disappointment in the fact of the scenario going on.
You should learn Dwarvish, I guess.
I can teach Brazzy Dwarvish if he's interested.
Okay, listen, he
So
did.
can I.
Anything sexual was gonna happen, and he was told no.
In common by someone who barely speaks
It was
common.
told it was not sexual.
And Brazzy's just as innocent as Vasul, unfortunately.
In that manner, he was just like, okay, I'll trust them. You know.
Yeah, he's never gonna trust another dwarf again. All right, so we'll come back to you two. Bardris and Tilcat, as you lot are coming back, kind of waiting. About 20 minutes goes past the deadline. You see the smith has come back and kind of had his runner run it off to you. You get a full iron foot, so basically as if you have your normal foot back. It seems to work the same way and respond the same way.
Perfect. A
And
little bit better and
the-
sturdier than the wood foot.
the iron gauntlet seems to have a strange, like stone stuck in the palm of it that seems to be blank. And the runner explains that that's where you can carve in enchanting runes. The bigger the rune, the more effective the spell. But it can only hold one spell if you do a larger. But if you want to have multiple effects, it's going to have a higher chance of not working to the same level. So the spell might be diluted. Or it might
Diluted
have
spell work fine.
it might have different causes depending on what you combine.
I'm gonna enchant this.
I'm
glove
looking
with
for the others.
prestidigitation.
Yeah. So as you,
I'm gonna go with him.
and he just kind of comes back and he gives you about another pound of iron bars still left over.
I put him in the bag of holding.
And he just nods and wishes you the best of luck and goes back to his work. As you guys are walking around, you see a few dwarves here and there, and then one of them seems to come walking out. What Bard just immediately recognizes as a female dwarf, as her beard's shorter, her face is a little more angular, and she's got much prettier eyes than most of the males. As her long eyelashes seem to flash and a long ponytail. She comes walking up and goes,
Fucking golem.
are you Bardris?
Hi, that's me. How can I help you?
Your large friend. He's working at my work, and he was asking for you. You and a small fellow named Telcat.
Tilcat,
yeah.
I'm right here.
Ah,
I look up
Please
from the ground.
bring me to him. I'll make sure
yes.
he's all right.
One of your
Yeah,
compatriots.
let's
He
go.
signed on to get the Golem Rod.
What is
Oh,
that?
no.
It's
Oh, no.
he's one of our more popular male. And she looks for what's in common. She says, in common, I believe you call them prostitutes.
Oh.
He's
I'm
well.
not-
So not
Okay,
even
I'm gonna say-
sugarcoating it then. I speak
Yep,
in Dwarvish,
it's
not
okay.
sugarcoating it. He's getting fucked, isn't he?
Oh yes,
Yep.
the
Let's look
Golem.
at that too.
She starts to speak Old Dwarvish, which is really, for those who don't speak it, or who speak Dwarvish, this is a very weird dialect. It's almost as if an American speaking to like a redneck Englishman.
I am paying very close attention, so I'll be able to speak it better.
her
thanks to
accent's-
Depth Linguist.
Her accent's a little strange. But she goes, she kind of holds her hands up and then looks at you and goes, let me better. And she pulls out a small, like a weird little iron device and starts pulling this weird tape-like material out. And she goes, and it gets to about 2 feet long. And she goes, he's really famous for this reason.
I
Oh,
can
good
see
job.
why he
Good for
would be.
him.
Let's go get him then.
Yeah,
for him.
he did break someone once, unfortunately. He didn't hear the word, and he mistook it as to go faster. They really need to change the term in common from run, because he just takes that as an agging on.
Oh. Maybe we should have taught. I look at Bardris and be like, should we have taught him some Dwarvish before he went somewhere?
I thought he knew Dwarvish when he's coming here.
He's a fucking drow!
He's
How
from
would
the
he know
Dwarvish
Dwarvish?
He's in a Dwarvish
He's an
land. He
idiot.
knows Dwarvish.
Alright, so
We run there. I start
she
running
just kinda
there.
looks at you.
I'm,
goes,
I'm taking
"Oh,
my time. Nah, I'm
good,
walking.
good, sir, you'll get, okay, well.
No, I'm walking. I'm taking my time.
She starts to kind of escort Bardris there. Tilcat, as you run down, you see, and allow me to get that picture again, armadillos in this sort of design, about 7 different ones, as well as at the very end, a black cat that seems to glow on a sign.
You know, I don't know which one he went into, and I feel dumb for running off now because I got emotional, so I'm gonna wait. I can wait
You know
for
what?
them to follow
As
out.
you-
Everyone else is walking up.
About 10 minutes later, up comes Bardris and the dwarvish woman, and she goes, "That one," and she points, and then basically what you see, Bardris, allow me to grab the snipping symbol of the one that she points to, so I can send this to everyone, because Tren chose this one very specifically.
I have a feeling I know what it looks like.
And I'm posting it in general.
Of course.
Of course he would.
And that's exactly what he is dealing with right now. As you guys walk in, she goes, "Let me grab the madam of the house," and you just see Vasul sitting there watching people while drinking a giant glass of red juice.
School. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hi.
That's great.
Hi,
Hi,
Vasul. How are you doing, buddy? I'm speaking in straight dwarvish at this point.
Yeah, we all speak Dwarvish here.
Hi, Tilcat. I got this elvish robe thing that I was told to get.
Can I look that over then and make sure that you got the elvish robe?
Yes, it says elvish on it, so here you
I'm
go.
starting to look it over immediately.
It's
clearly
obviously not a robe of
Hey,
elvish
item I
kind.
wanted.
It
That's
is.
what I
It is a really crappy version of the robe robe of billowing.
The cloak of billowing.
Yeah, cloak of
I can
billowing.
work.
It seems to be
This is
less
a-
effective as it's much older.
This
Bronzy
is an
went
old cloak of billowing that has someone's sports team written on it.
Wait, Cloak of Billowing?
I can make a better one after I learn the enchantment, so if you want to pay for it, pay for it. I hand it up to Bardris.
The woman, or dwarvish woman that runs the place with a blue beard walks up in her very fine dress and goes, "Oh, don't worry, it's on your elvish friend's tab already. It's already paid for.
Oh, well then, I'll study it while we wait for him.
He'll
Now,
be."
I'm gonna ask this straight in dwarvish. You guys, I know you guys probably don't have an actual golem control rod. I know it's a male prostitute.
Wait. She looks at
I
you.
know what he was looking for.
You want an actual golem control rod?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll explain. Oh yes, our friend's Steel Defender got destroyed. It was the easiest way to make a new one.
I thought that's what I said.
She just kind of pats Vasul on the knee and goes, "Don't worry, honey. I'll take care of this.
Oh no.
Tilcat looks at her in the eyes and goes, "How bad is it?"
I'm gonna be
elf
honest.
Not be speaking dwarvish.
I would wait another hour. He should be passed out by then.
Should I get a healing spell ready?
I
Yeah.
have an escape plan.
All right.
Okay,
I look
wait.
at the two paladins. You two need to be ready to fucking heal him. I have one spell left.
All right. As you guys are standing there or sitting there, Brazi, let's jump to you. Within the
rammed.
first few minutes, a strange sweet smell seems to incorporate the room that makes you feel very sleepy. You don't fall asleep given you're a drow, but you do feel drowsy. And you feel something very stiff suddenly coming up behind you.
Like behind my back.
Yes, behind your back. Something is poking you in the thigh right now. And you feel a very large presence.
run.
Something a creature larger than Vasul, by all accounts.
So just for confirmation, my imp is still very much alive and here right now.
No, you're summon. You can summon it, but your imp goes
also-
inactive as soon as you stop using it.
Yeah, I'll summon it again, and I want it to be like summoned invisibly.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I want it to be summoned invisibly, and as soon as that happens, I'm going to activate an ability called. Where is it?
All I know is that he's screaming right now.
And we can't hear it.
I'm going to activate my ability.
Your imp needs to do a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, charisma saving throw?
Yes.
Let's see.
It has a +2.
Yeah.
The imp's gonna get horny.
Just do a 20, yeah.
It was in between a 1 and a... Wait,
The
a
imp
1 and a
immediately,
15.
looking at the creature behind you, unsummons itself.
Summoning it again.
It refuses to return.
You
Summoning
get a message saying, "Nope, not this
And
time,
the
boss."
only thing that you saw, Brazzy, as soon as you summoned it, its eyes seemed to widen as you saw something very thick and large, like a trunk of a loxodon behind you.
He said, "Nah, Chief, I'm out of here."
Can he see around the room?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Nah, Chief, I'm out of here. If that's the case, stepping into the mist out of this chair, first off.
You
Okay.
can go 30 feet. You probably get out of the
Well,
room.
the room is silent spelled, so you wouldn't be able to activate stepping into the mist.
It doesn't look. It's just cast. It says cast at will. It doesn't say anything about verbal or somatic.
Let me look.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to look. It has 0 components on it, and I don't see anything about that. So I'm assuming it's literally just a
I
thought.
don't think you ever added requirements.
No, he's
Yeah.
right. I did not, because it was an item that just got created. Thank you for the follow. Wait, did I just get another follow randomly? Okay, that was weird. Okay.
So
Yeah.
stepping into the mist out of my chair, out of my ropes.
As you feel something suddenly poking you from behind, and immediately you step into the mist, and you are still in the room. You are just on the other side of the table.
Just
And the
like,
man,
"Hey!"
and a very large orcish man that looks to be Vasul's height, just looks at you and smiles and says, "I love it when they struggle." In very broken common. He goes,
I
love
love the struggles.
he looks at you and goes,
struggle.
the big lizard was just as strong, and he comes charging at you, shoving the table aside.
Stealth.
Nash had some fun
All right,
here.
go ahead and go ahead and roll stealth.
Roll initiative.
That's a 16. Hopefully that's good enough.
Give me a minute. I am grabbing his perception. Give me 1 sec. Let me find the character sheet.
Infinite. He
Oh,
is all seeing in this room.
His perception, his passive is 11, so he is gonna roll. You managed to stealth, but he is still charging at you full naked where you were.
Dodging.
As you dodge to the side, something hits before he does, and the wall creates a hole in the door in the wall of solid stone.
Run.
And
Run
he is
now.
turning around, and you see him saying something under his breath.
So is there can I see out of said hole now?
No, it's just a solid hole into the stone. Like, it's a dent, basically. Not like
It's
a
a
hole through.
bore. He bored a hole. He didn't bore a hole in the stone. He dented it.
As he looks towards you, Rosie, looks in the general direction of the room. Behind him, he suddenly casts a spell under his breath. You can roll Arcana if you want to try and find out what it was.
Sure,
Okay.
might as well.
Go ahead and roll.
18.
He casts True Sight on himself. And he looks at you and smiles.
Is true sight divination? Or-
Let me look.
No, it's
because-
adding a new sense to himself.
No,
or
it's he's
exactly
not
you're
what that's
hidden
not
by
what it does.
divination now?
It is a
Yeah,
divination
by
spell.
such-
You are right. He
They
is.
can't see me.
He cannot see you. But he is still smiling in that general direction, not towards you directly, but he is smiling in the general direction of the room.
I'm going to just go away from him because
Okay.
he can't see me.
No.
So he's not gonna.
Time to play the spy from TF2.
All right. So as you walk to the other side of the room, he seems to walk around looking.
God, it's like alien isolation in here.
He's like, his hands are kind of reaching out, kind of swaying at the air, and he goes, "I can smell you."
I can smell.
And then it moves without doing anything, almost like a third arm, as it grabs a chair and throws it.
What do you mean? It's like my trunk. It literally is.
It's 2 feet long and he can use it to wield a sword, bitches.
Brazzy, what do you want to do?
Is there a door?
There is, but it
Knows
is
the art of
locked.
cock bending.
Is there any sort of slit or anything through the door? Perhaps
It's-
there is a crack at the bottom of the door.
Give me a perception check to see if you can find one.
Okay.
He is still throwing things around, and I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which section of the room he's going towards.
12.
There isn't a crack in the door. This is a solid stone door. And he is coming towards you now. Not like you specifically, but the door.
Can I sort of like slap at the door so that way he kind of charges into it thinking that it's me and then bolt away. That way he slams into the door.
Okay, yeah, give me go ahead and give me an attack roll with your fist.
Okay, well, like I just want to make noise. I don't want him to.
Oh, okay. So as you
I want to like trick him so that way he charges into the door.
Okay. As you smack the door, he kind of turns, sniffs around for a second, breathing real heavy as the steam kind of blows out and goes, "I know you're in here, pretty." And he walks over to the door slowly. All three hands waving in front of him until they hit something. As he touches the door, he looks around and goes, "Ah, trying that now, huh?" And he goes, and he starts to cast another spell, and the room starts to shrink slowly.
Oh.
And while Brazzy takes a second to think on what to do, I'm gonna go run and grab my belt that just got delivered, so I will be right back. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
All this could be avoided if you knew how to speak Dwarvish.
No, it could have been avoided if they understood what I fucking meant by sensual.
Mike, do I need to come in there and save you?
Yeah.
Do we need to knock on the door?
Yes, you do. And
I feel like Vasul might have to stand off against Cock Morton.
Cock Morton.
Yeah, I need you guys to get in there and get me out.
We have no reason to go there because we were told to wait an hour.
Yeah, you're gonna last an hour.
I can last an hour.
The room is shrinking. I don't think you can.
Objective, survive.
Objective, avoid detection.
It's just survive right now. He's gonna get detected.
I'm gonna summon that imp again.
And then he's gonna evaporate.
Ask if you can upcast the summoning to forcefully make the imp come.
No.
I don't know about that wording, Chief.
Use better wording, damn it.
Can I get?
Listen, this is not Vasul's fault that you got into this situation. Okay.
No, you trusted Vasul with translating. That's your own fault.
Listen, listen. This is his fault. He chose this building. This is his own damn fault.
Yeah, he could have easily avoided this by not walking to the clear brothel.
By walking to the clearly more interesting black cat instead of armadillos fucking.
Listen. I wanted to know the location of a possible vendor.
In the brothel?
In a brothel.
A possible vendor in the area.
You should have walked into any other shop than an ass.
Yeah. Why would it literally matter? If you walk into a fucking Wendy's and say, "Hey, where the fuck is the?"
When you go into a brothel and ask if you have a gold, they say, "Yeah, we have one." They lead you to a back room. You should fucking leave.
At that point, you're
in the wrong place.
You're asking for Mr. Fister from Fallout New Vegas.
God. Mike, your only choice of your spells is Eldritch Blast the door and then Step into the Mist out. That's the only choice I'm seeing, buddy.
Even then, I don't think that's gonna work. He could hide under the table and hope it doesn't get crushed by the room.
Wait a second. No, that does actually work.
Okay, you got lucky. My belt was right at the door.
Mike, give you a place to work.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
So is that guy at the door right now? Is he blocking my view of the door?
Yes.
Can you shoot between?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap the area behind it, like not his actual fucking ass or anything. Like I mean, slap the wall, like the back wall, the opposite wall, to get him to go there instead. That way I can get a clear view of the door. I'm going to avoid him, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the door.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So, all right. So you're gonna run to the other side of the room, smack the door,
Smack the wall.
Okay.
Smack the wall. Yep. and then I'm going to walk away from that, so that way he goes over there and is distracted. I cast Eldritch Blast on that door.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack.
Okay. That is an 11. I would hope that would hit a fucking
It does.
stone wall.
It does hit the door. It does no damage.
That's fine. I'm not going for damage. It will be. I have a feature where it moves 10 feet. Anything that, like, if I hit something with an Eldritch Blast, it moves 10 feet. I would imagine it would apply to this door as well. And I also have a feature, I believe, where if I can see here. Yeah. So it'll be moving 15 feet.
Okay.
That's quick acceleration. Will that break the stone lock?
Will it either break the door and or push the door away from me 15 feet?
As you do this, man runs into the wall, denting it. He turns,
Yeah.
seeing the Eldritch Blast cast, starts heading towards its source. So you have a split second.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a chance. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Nope.
Do a flip.
No.
What was it? What was it? I have to.
It's a natural one.
As something grabs around your throat.
Did
You
the
are
door, did the
pulled.
door at least budge?
The
Did the
door
at least budge?
budged
But
slightly.
it didn't open.
Nope, and there's no crack.
Damn it.
And you
Okay.
are pulled away
Can't.
as he
Stepping
casts
into the mist.
counter spell at you.
Stepping into the mist again.
It's cantrip, so.
No. Wait.
It is a cantrip. I can keep casting stepping into the mist.
He will continue until he holds you down, and then you feel something. After the scream of pain and scarcity, nothing enters as you step into the mist and finally get away, managing to get through the door just barely. He is still
Tilkat's sitting there with the same orange juice.
He is still, in the eyes of God, still a completely okay. But the closest city, Brazi, makes you never want to get in bed with an orc again.
I'm going to
Tilkat
walk
just
up
looks
to
him in
the.
waves, holding up a cup of orange juice.
As you come out,
boy.
Brazi, so as you walk out of the door, or past the door's still locked and sealed, and you hear someone slamming on it, very angrily, as it kind of starts to crack, and you see a hole kind of starting to poke through. Moving a little quicker.
Johnny.
Yeah, but a little lower than that. Moving a little quicker, you head through the next door into the main portion of the brothel, and you see, women are walking around, and you see the poor dwarven woman with the blue beard coming through the door as you're walking out, and goes, "Oh, I see you enjoyed your time. I was just about to come get you." As you see
I
your
managed
entire
to-
party there drinking.
I managed to escape that.
She looks at you. She says, "I'm so sorry. I thought that you asked for the golem rod. We have a guy who's named that."
No, that is very much not what I asked for. However, I can understand that something like that would get lost in translation. So will this be on my tab, as that is not what I asked for? I was just hoping to possibly gain some insight on a possible vendor in the area that would be willing to sell a golem control rod, not that, as I point to the door. That's
And you see something waving at you from below the hip.
Yeah, that.
She goes, golem control rods are rather rare actually in these parts. You'd probably head more towards the ruins and the old smithing guilds, or towards the old smithing guilds in Thrumgollen. Either may be able to help you. She goes, I apologize for the misunderstanding, but we still do charge for the time.
I see. Could I perhaps be a reduced charge?
I'll tell you what, you got a friend around here that would be interested? We can put the charge instead and let them have their hour.
I'm going to.
You say a word about me and I will.
Give me one moment.
She goes, "Oh yeah, take your time. I've got customers." As she goes back walking around, you see a couple of customers chopping up the custom.
I'm gonna walk out of the place. Walk out of the place real quick,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to just pick a random fucker off the street, and I'm going to be like, "How would you like a fully paid expense at that brothel over there? Just no questions asked. You just can't talk about it to the lady whatsoever."
You
Shit,
see,
you-
as you walk up to this very young dwarven miner who
not mine. No, not
like
okay,
legit
okay.
miner, like that's his job. He
Okay.
has a couple of gold coins in his hand. Goes, wait, real full expense?
Oh no!
You'd guess he just turned of age at this point. He goes, this will be my first time. You know, you're such a good friend. He goes, I appreciate it. And he goes, where is it?
It's right over there. As I
Oh.
point to the one, yeah,
He
right there. Yeah,
Got you,
yeah,
got you. Do I
yeah,
need
Tell
to?
him Ozzy sent you.
Just tell them Brazzy sent you. Don't ask about payment whatsoever.
Oh,
Everything's
really?
covered. It'll be great. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be
Man,
great. You'll love it.
this has been my lucky day. I made almost 4 gold pieces today. It's been great.
Tell them that Chief Ooga Booga sent you.
Oh, gotcha.
Chief Ooga Booga.
He goes in and you see this dwarven. This young,
And
Wait a
before-
minute, is this the kid that delivered my foot?
Before he heads in,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna before you go in, I need to tell them that you're coming in first. Okay? Just
oh
just
yeah,
to
no
make sure.
problem.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna put this out here. I'm paying for the poor kid because he's gonna get fucked. I'm not letting him go into debt over this.
No, it's fully paid. It's on your guys' tab.
Yeah.
Awesome, Bronzy's still paying them. Sick.
It's just gonna
I have a question. When the kid walks in, is it the kid
I
that delivered my
thought
fucking
from-
foot
I
and the
thought-
gauntlet that I had made?
No, he's a
with
minor.
Rodney?
It's a minor, dude.
Okay.
I thought DM you said that it would be reduced cost if I managed to get someone in to go pay for the hour that they were there.
No
So
one
I
else
was-
knows
I-
that.
Okay. Nobody else knows that, but I do know that. Okay. So I am going to be getting him into debt. Okay, wonderful. Just go like. So I'm gonna walk.
I'm
up to
gonna
the
help
lady-
pay for
the
this.
dwarf-
I'm sorry, we can't.
No, you're going to. I'm going to walk up to the dwarven lady again. I'm going like, okay. So I found some lovely man out there that's more than willing to do this. He's going to know me as Chief Ooga Booga, I believe. I don't know why, but it's just what he decided to call me. But yeah, he's more than willing to pay the price. Just don't talk about it with him. He's very financially insecure about his whole finances. He's still quite young, and it's his first time, and he's quite shy.
Give me
As I'm sure
a
you
deception roll
All right,
with advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 17. That's a 17.
Okay. She goes, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. We'll make sure it's taken care of.
Okay, lovely. Well, me and my companions will head on out now, and but it's lovely to see you. It was quite a fine establishment, and I'm very thankful that you took care of my friends while I was gone.
Yeah, don't your friends did charge up 10 gold on your bill for a cloak of
Oh,
elven
that's-
kind.
Oh yeah, no, that's more than fine. I can pay that off. Here.
Okay,
Take-
she
take
takes
Oh,
your
wow.
10 gold.
How much is the kid gonna have to pay?
You didn't hear any of this.
God damn it! Don't fuck this kid over in debt. God damn it, Bronzy.
So as
And he doesn't. And just to be clear, he doesn't know me as Brazzy. He knows
No,
me.
yeah,
as
I
Chief
heard.
as- Okay.
no,
okay.
but don't do this.
So
to him.
as you walk back to your party, the cloak of elven kind in Tilkat's hands. It's literally, and Brazi, you immediately recognize it as it just says Elvish on it, written into it.
That's not what I wanted, but
It's a cloak of billowing, and I
That's
think
what I wanted.
Bargers will pay you back for it, but
That's-
I can replicate it.
Okay, if Bargers can pay me back for it, then that's
I'll
fine.
pass him 10 gold right now. I don't give a shit.
All right.
That
Let me-
was a very nice lady.
Did you enjoy your time with the golem rod?
I managed to escape the golem rod, and I don't have to pay a single cent for it. But we should.
Oh, don't
probably-
worry. I left him your contact info. All right, let's go.
All right, let's get out of
I'm gonna
here.
leave. You know what? I walk over to the woman. I look at her and be like, if he ever wants to try again with Brazi, have him contact him through this. I hand her a standing stone.
Still.
Okay. It's like a fucking Pokemon trainer. He's like every time he loses, he's handing out his fucking phone number to them. Okay. As you guys head
No,
out,
just like, anyways, let's get out.
As you head
I have
out-
to talk to somebody though before while you guys head on out. Okay.
I'm not leaving you alone anymore. You need someone who's an actual dwarvish interpreter.
as you
No,
guys
no, it's
head
fine.
out the door, you see a young dwarf walk by. Bargers, give me a history check.
Oh no. I'm gonna know this person somehow, aren't I? Okay.
It's you.
I hope it's
Oh,
not
time
14.
fuckery.
A 14?
14.
Yeah, you recognize your old, about 4 or 5 cousins removed, grilled her.
Oh, motherfucker.
He's,
I'm gonna
he
stop
got
and
sent
be like,
off.
Lad, if you're going
You-
in there, take 50. You're gonna need it for the drinks alone.
He goes, thank you, I appreciate it. There's a good guy named Chief Uga something. He recommended me here, so have a great one, guys. And he just walks past.
I'm giving him 75. Hey, cousin, I forgot one of your birthdays. Here you go.
I appreciate it. You know, I've been working hard. Wait, you're right. Oh shit, hi, Burris. He goes, I gotta go. I don't want this offer to, disappear as he runs in.
Look, I'm gonna get enough to pay. He's fine.
Yeah, we covered him.
As you guys walk out,
We're out. We're out.
I didn't know.
I'm leaving now, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, I'm gonna look at our dear drow friend and be like, you tricked that motherfucker into going in after you, didn't you?
Do we have to go now? I need to finish my juice.
I
You
didn't,
get to go, buddy.
I didn't trick anybody. Just some man named Chief Uga Buga walked in and just walked up.
A
to
lie of a mission is still a lie.
as you hear the kid go, and he goes talking up to the lady, and he starts heading in the back as you guys walk out.
I'm running. I'm bolting.
About 20 minutes later, as you guys are walking towards the center market, you hear screams of utter pain and terror coming from the brothel district.
What have you
Yeah.
done?
I look at him. I look at his fucking name now.
But,
I look at Brazzy with
my-
complete disdain,
I don't
and I
believe
simply state,
nope.
you're no longer allowed to go anywhere dwarvish without Bargis or I.
Did I ever introduce my my name to my party members?
No.
Someone else did. Someone else introduced you.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's
Prince
right.
O'Gain
By the
introduced you.
Okay.
Ogain introduced you by name. So
Just like what? Who's
Brazzy, you're no
Brazzy?
longer allowed to go in any dwarvish establishments without Bargis or I to translate for you.
Who's
Or
Brazzy?
me.
Who's Brazzy? I'm Sir Felipe the Third.
I am at dick punching height for you. Don't test me.
I'm gonna
Also
I'm
here.
sorry.
on the
I thought your
shoulder-
name was Brossi. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
I'm going to Pat's. Fucking.
I'm gonna put a hand on Broadsy's shoulder. Alright, look. I'm gonna make this easier on you. If you teach me Elvish, I'll teach you Dwarvish. That'll help you well in these lands.
Deal.
Also, Brazzy, here, I hand him the Dark Iron Gauntlet.
Oh, what is this supposed to be?
You can enchant it. I can enchant it with something later, but it can absorb light spells, and you should be able to put it over that metal hand. I couldn't figure out what size your hand was for a replacement one.
I'm going to attempt to put it on you.
It is a bigger hand than yours.
Does it fit though?
Yeah,
Does it?
it fits.
Works?
It fits over
It
the
works?
the current one you have.
Yeah, but it works though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can enchant it later with something that you want.
You look like an anime character. Now, you got one hand's way bigger than the other.
Mm-hmm.
You're a weird ass anime character.
And his hair has gone like Snow White after that. It's totally not just because he's a drow. He saw into the eye of the beholder, and he
Actually,
ran.
Hand that back. Hand that back real quick. I quickly carve a rune of minor illusion into the gem.
That'll be useful.
Oh, okay.
There you go. It has minor illusion on it. That way you should be able to use it to help you out.
All right.
No, don't say I didn't do anything for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I think Vasul was the right one to go with Brozzy to the brothel.
Out of character, it was perfect.
It was oh yeah, it was great.
Now, where are we going? Because we got nothing left here to do, really.
Don't you still have to build your...
That'll take a month, and it'd be better for me to find the golden control rod, which is in the direction we were apparently going before, so...
All right. Well, how about until then? Where are my pigeons, Dion? My birdies.
Your birdies?
My little birds.
Remind me.
I don't want to say exactly. what
Message
is,
it to
but
me.
I
Oh,
can't.
yes, I
As
remember.
criminals...
No. They are not in this city. They are still back in Nazarick.
All right. Do they know where to go though?
Yeah, they can track you.
Oh, they can track me.
Yep. One of
Wonderful.
them has the scrying spell, so they can look you up
It's-
anytime they need to.
It's
Oh, and
But-
we're currently wanted men?
But yeah. Well, they can't look. I let them look me up.
Oh.
That's a band of merry men. Oh god.
No, they're a bunch of old men in tights that follow Brazzi around.
I look at Brazzi. We are currently wanted men for 2 reasons. One, the prince wants to give us our reward, and he signed us up for a guild who want to take fees from us.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta talk to you. So apparently, I'm gonna pat Tilk on the shoulder. There's a 5,000 reward out for him.
No, they want the guy who caused the main explosion that buried the city. Technically, that wasn't me.
Wait a second. They just want
From-
some guy that.
From
caused the
everyone's
explosion.
view,
Yes.
it was Tilcat. The only person who knows that the city was blown up by Brazzi is Brazzi. Everyone
Brazzi
else would
himself.
assume it was a chain reaction.
Even you would think it was just you, man.
Well, I got knocked out by a smaller explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Otherwise, I would have died.
from what
As
you
far
heard,
as you know, you're the cause.
So, but we can possibly pass it off that it was an orc that died, and we maybe
How
will
much-
collect that reward too.
How much money was that reward? Again?
5,000 gold.
5,000.
That's a lot of money.
Sell me off now, and you don't have anyone to enchant your gear.
I'm gonna let the party take a second while I grab my coffee.
Sell me off now, you have no one to enchant your gear. Plus, I didn't cause that explosion, I don't think.
There's tons of dwarves that can enchant gear.
Okay, so technically, if we want to go through the cause and effect and consequences, by you
Shush.
blowing... okay.
They want the one physically responsible for it.
Yes,
You
that's
are,
correct.
you are the
Everyone
one
is aware of that,
responsible.
but you.
If I'm no, technically it'd be split between Brazzi and I, because Brazzi
No one
did have a
knows
decision.
Brazzi did that, except for Brazzi.
And
Even
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna.
know.
And I'm not
Yes,
gonna
one
fucking-
person knows, the general.
And I'm not gonna tell anybody that it was me.
He never told the general what he did. They just know the city blew up.
Yeah.
They
And
think it was you.
Anyways,
And, yeah.
so I think what we should do is maybe just look for some easy money. Just look around for some easy money.
So, yeah,
Just trying to find
hard...
someone to pin this on.
So, hard money would be actually selling out Tilcat and then breaking him out of jail.
Hard
Maybe-
money. Wait, actually, that isn't a bad idea.
Fucking put me in jail, you.
Gonna go all Shawshank Redemption.
That really isn't a bad idea. Hunter, I think you're on to something here.
I'm gonna take my foot.
We'll get you a new foot with the new money. It's fine.
You can dig a hole with your foot. They'll let you have
No,
it.
they're gonna take my foot. We can blame someone else, please. Just pull a
You're an
random
You're an artificer. You can build one while you're in a prison cell.
All right, Vasul, I'm gonna ask you to fucking what do you restrain Tilcat.
I will bite you, you.
I don't think the school would feel it. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it depends on which thing you're biting.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. By the way, I'm kidding. By the way. So what is that reward by the other king though? Not the for the you
The
know.
prince.
For the mission,
We weren't told for the mission we did for
we don't know
clearing
how
out the
much we're gonna
orcs.
get.
Mhm. Yeah, where can we go and get that money from?
Gotta go to the capital.
Gotta go to the capital. How far is that?
It's on the way, I think.
It's like the deepest city.
Yeah, damn. How far is the capital?
About a half a month's journey on the roads.
Half a month's journey.
Oh.
All right.
If we pool our money, we might be able to get a cart that can travel around down here with a horse, and your horse can pull it.
How can we make some easy money real quick, DM?
I look at Vasul, I look
I
at
have a way to
this
make
year.
it speed.
We could always be bouncers for the
Silence.
club.
Let's let
No?
Barger speak for
I
a
have to
minute.
ask a question DM first though. DM, what kind of alcohol do you like down here? Like what kind of flavors? What do they like?
Most of it's just straight me like normal honey wine.
And even like whiskey?
You don't see anybody that sells it.
Yeah, but I have a recipe for it.
You don't see anybody who sells it.
Yeah, I have a recipe that at least in this land is they don't have for cinnamon whiskey. So if anyone wants to buy a recipe,
You could also, sell the whiskey. That's also.
yeah, no, that's an option if we can actually make it out here.
Yeah,
Well,
you
let's
need-
go see
you-
what it takes to rent one of the meat houses, and how long does that recipe take to make?
I even get all the stuff here. DM,
No.
but I even-
Most of it,
no.
yeah, you need the rock crystals that have the cinnamon in it, and that they're only found out towards Dragon's Gate.
see.
Although I'm going to be honest here, I think that that's more time consuming and not really worth the.
Why
I
said-
could pick up a job as an enchanter / smith at one of these smithies. I don't think I'd have an issue with that.
Okay, so
I'm
you
not
talk
interested.
you talk about whiskey, but there's also the option of moonshine.
Oh god.
I,
None of us know how to make moonshine.
again, I think probably the best option we can do is perhaps go and see if there's any odd jobs for men of
Wait
our
a minute.
caliber.
Are there currently any
need to be
merchant
done.
companies? Because I was technically signed up at my one that from the town I was originally from. But
Oh,
Brossi, you should do security over at that brothel you were just at.
I got an idea. All right,
Screams can still be
Bargers-
heard.
Bargers, you go ahead and you and Vasul can go ahead and look for a church or perhaps or something along those lines that are looking for maybe some sort of odd jobs that need done. Not necessarily like manual labor, but something for men of our caliber, combat.
no, I was gonna say the prince is hiring for more adventurers.
We can,
yeah, there is that.
There's that as well.
we
'Cause
need
he wants
money.
us to go to the ruins anyways. And we're
I
already
think we
heading
need.
there.
I think we need money right now rather
What do you
than.
need for?
I think that it'd just be good to have a song.
I have 150 gold still.
I have
You don't-
318.
I have 5.
Yeah, I have 28. I didn't know that you guys were loaded. What
Well,
the-
we kind of robbed an old guy before this.
I need to rob more old people.
Yeah, they're skipping the part where they found out he was a fucking lich.
We'll talk about that.
No, we don't bring that up. I
if-
lost
if-
the
if-
heads. They
if
were
we have-
eaten by the bag of devouring.
If we have the money, then let's go ahead and
Head to the capital.
head to the capital and collect our reward.
Okay.
Well, do you want to buy a cart first? Because I'm pretty sure Bardros and I together could afford a cart and his steed could pull it. That'll make traveling a bit easier.
Let me call forth my spider boy, my little spider.
Oh, he's been following you this entire
Oh,
time.
he's been following the entire time.
Okay,
I'm
I
getting on
climb
my-
up onto Vasul. Let's go.
I'm getting on my spider.
He's gonna ride the Soul.
Wait, no. I thought what was going to happen is you were going to ride Bardrus's horse. No, Bardrus is going to ride his horse, and you're going to ride with Bardrus. Vasul is going to ride with me on my spider.
Your spider will lift the Soul?
Maybe? Can
Is
it?
strong enough?
I know for a fact that Barges' horse can lift me up.
How about Vasul goes with Bardrus then, and I go with.
I was gonna say, the
and
question is,
Tokat
can
comes
it
with
lift both me and the Soul at the same time?
No.
Probably.
Oh, a cart is 15 gold pieces, and a wagon's 35 gold pieces.
We could just buy a cart and put you on the cart and I can ride the horse.
Yeah, let's get a wagon though. I'm gonna go find someone who sells a wagon and buy a wagon.
Why do you guys want a wagon?
I think I mean, it's not like we're like wandering traders. We're just trying to get by.
Well, then a cart. I'll
if
find I'll find the nearest cart and wagon
Yeah,
seller.
cart, because we don't need a wagon, because we're in a cave. We don't need to protect from anything above.
That's just a waste of money. Just get in the fucking. just get in the
Buying a
fucking
wagon.
spider
Fuck
and-
you.
Oh boy.
Whatever, if he
Alright.
wants to waste his money, he can have fun.
All right, waste your money. Vasul, I recommend you get on Bardrus's horse, and Tokat, if you want that wagon, you're more than welcome to get that wagon.
Actually,
I'm
no,
buying
he
it
can-
because it makes it easier
Actually,
for us to
hold on.
travel.
Yeah, he can ride much, because I can summon a second horse, my fucking, my necrotic horse.
Mhm.
So yeah, he can ride my horse.
Get on the horse.
Or if you
Well,
want
well,
something
yeah,
fancy,
I
there
climb
you
on
go.
the spider then instead.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, a carriage.
I've got a whole table if anybody ever ends up interested.
You know, I've seen these tables, yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is.
want to buy one because it'd make traveling easier and allow me to work on shit too.
All right.
We
we're
have to
good.
build to get into the
We-
dungeon we're going to.
We
So,
got-
question, DM. So,
Yes.
For like the animals, is that when you put the weight, is that how much they weigh or how much they can carry?
That's how much they can carry.
Okay, just double checking.
So yeah, we're good. I think we're good. You guys ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go and move on.
Okay.
Let's get our
I'm-
reward.
While we're traveling, I'm gonna try and study the Staff of Flowers enchantment.
Okay.
No, you're gonna study the billowing cloak.
Give me
I'll
an
study that as well.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay, give me a moment.
Ah, I love these things. Oh, I love candy corn. Delicious.
Oh, you like wax? I see.
Wow, you're gonna get us killed.
That is an 8.
The cloak
For the
billows.
Staff of Flower.
Oh, for the staff flowers.
Yeah.
Staff like flowers.
The staff shoots out flowers, and it's magical.
Okay, I'll move on to the cloak since I'm having no luck with the staff today. For the traveling time.
So is this like the period where we like ask, like what we want to do, like during those long?
Yep, I'll be
Periods of
asking that
time.
here in a minute.
15 days, yeah.
Yep, I'll be getting to you in a minute. I'm just giving Tilcat a chance to roll for his Arcana check.
For the cloak, that's a 20.
Congratulations! It billows, and it billows by a spell you've never seen before. This is not a cloak of billowing.
Long rest.
Oh.
Yes, you would count this as long rest. Yes. Yeah. This
Can
is.
I learn the spell? Can I copy the spell down into my journal, more
You
or less?
can. 1 sec.
And try and make sure I can replicate the enchantment later.
There you go. There's a note for you later.
Alright. I look at Bargers and be like, that's not just a cloak of billowing, I'm not sure what the fuck it is. Handing it back to him. Wear that one for now. Enjoy
Does it
being a part of the
billow?
Elvish team.
If it billows, it's good enough for me.
All right, Bargis, do you put it on?
Yeah.
It says immediately you hear in your head you have a small penis.
I smile back at him and goes, it billows through mockery.
I like
Have
it.
fun with that.
And it billows in the wind behind him as it says this.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining every single time it billows.
That's exactly
just
what it says. Same thing every
Small
time.
Dick, pin dick.
Nope, it's
small
just
penis.
you have a small penis.
Needle dick.
Don't worry, the rage will push me forward.
All right.
He multi-classes into barbarian because of that cloak.
You guys will end up passing through Scottmish, which is one of the major towns of the Vidan.
Stopping and looking at the shops.
Yeah, let me just pull up its description. So it's It is a trader's town, crafted out of brilliantly white marble. It was created for traders since the closest to the exit of the Dwarven Kingdom at the time when it was crafted. It's at the center of it has a massive forge where golems once were crafted by hand. Amazingly, the dwarves used to be able to create golems from scratch and control them. The city is quite a sight during festivals and such. The city is controlled by 3 families of the merchants who are corrupt as all hell. And I'm just reading from what the description was. And what most of you would have been able to find out easily in your travels. They do as they please and take from everyone, with the city being under the control of gangs and so on and so forth. Many dwarves fear to leave their homes at night. It is not uncommon for stalls and buildings to be ransacked by criminals, and if the locals don't pay their tolls, the life of a merchant is great and horrible in this thriving city. For one can make 1,000,000 gold, but also lose it in the night.
I stop everybody and look at them all and I simply look at them all and go, do we want to rob somebody in the town?
I want to rob somebody in the town.
All right, but
You can rob me, please. I'm writing right first.
as you guys are heading there,
I'm not actually saying I want to rob anybody in the town. by the way.
Bardrus.
I'm just going.
what do you want? What do you wish to do during this 15 days?
I'm going to train to fight while on my horse.
Okay. Mounted combat with merchants and citizens walking past you. This should go well.
Bonk.
Um, please give
I
me.
quickly stop him from drawing his sword and hand him a stick.
That works.
Please give me a intelligence check.
God damn. Well, look, I'm not doing it when people are actually nearby.
There's never going to be a time when there aren't people around you.
We'll do something
That's-
else if that's the case.
I wrap a stick in some spare clothes.
No,
I
if
hand it to him.
that's-
Use
if
this
that's
so you don't
the
hurt nobody.
No, if
Fucking
that's the
swinging a
case,
sword
then
around a goddamn tunnel.
I'm going to continue to play with my poison tree. I want it to upgrade. God damn it!
Okay.
Well, what decisions are you making with it?
I'm gonna ask it random questions, but right now it doesn't do anything until it evolves.
Okay.
It's just a coin.
Brazzy,
Should I eat lunch? Should I eat
Yeah,
ham
yeah,
or
yeah.
salmon for lunch?
Exactly.
what would you like to do for the 15 days?
Do my little birdies come?
They are heading your way.
Will they be here by the time that?
They'll make it to Thramgall in about a day or 2 behind you.
No, like I mean to this town that we're currently. Yeah, is that the name of this town?
No, the current town you're going to is Scottmish, and they will be a day or 2 behind you.
Okay, they're a day or 2 behind us.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like,
We're
how
not
about,
spending the night in this town.
how about we spend the night outside of the town then?
I still don't like it, but I'll accept it.
A few days. Just maybe like 3, 4.
I'm not waiting more than 1 day in this town.
We're not inside of the town. We'll be outside of the town.
We'll wait for them on the other side of the town.
You know what? I have an idea. It's fine. I have an idea. DM, is there perhaps some sort of breadcrumb trail that I can leave for my little birdies to find so that they know, hey, I want you guys to stay here?
Do you have the spell message?
Do I have? I mean, I have a sending stone. I don't know if I have the spell message though.
The sending stone is from Tilcat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only contact people who already have one.
I thought Tilcat
can I
had all
ask-
of the stones anyways.
No,
Can
he's
I
been
ask
handing them
for-
out.
I handed the. I
Can I
didn't. I
ask-
handed.
All right, go
I
ahead.
made 8. I handed you each 4. I handed.
Yeah, go ahead, Browsy.
Can I ask, Tilcat, would you mind handing me a small handful of sending stones?
I only have 2 left after giving one to. After making sure that your boyfriend back in the last town had one.
You fucking what? Excuse me?
You heard me.
You know what? Maybe I didn't. So let's. If you'd like to keep it that
I left
way,
one with the innkeep.
maybe,
Back there.
maybe if you'd like to keep it that.
You hear the
I'd
sending stone, a
recommend
man talking about the things he wants to do to Browsy in the background.
That is not where a cactus goes. Anyways,
I calmly hand him one of one of the other 2 sending stones I have, and I go, "If you're gonna leave it here, you're gonna want to make sure no one sees the rune on the top."
By the end of this, Browsy is going to have to write a book on the art of cactus lovemaking.
um, anyways, is there some sort of like maybe symbol or sign I could use to say, hey, this is like just for
Well,
sort of my little birdies.
You don't know thieves can't, so.
Actually, do you know Thieves Can't?
No, I don't know thieves can't. I'm not a rogue.
No, you can still pick it up as a language. I don't know. What do you think?
Unless you let.
What are you thinking of doing?
Just put a bird symbol on it and call it a day.
They probably would notice that.
I can carve out a small spot in the wall.
You could also wait and for them to catch up to you in the next town.
They don't want to
I
wait
was
for
gonna
a
say, we went
day.
to town after this.
Yeah, during the 15 days. You're gonna be getting or it'll take you 6 days to get from this town to the next one.
We'll wait the town after this for them.
Well, none of you know what he's referring to.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
wants a sending stone. We can assume he's waiting for someone.
No. no,
Why else
yeah,
would he
you
want a
can-
sending stone?
Unless he plans on making another boyfriend in the next town.
Why would he want us to wait? If that's
And then
the
the
case?
cactus goes in and out and in and out.
Hey, all right. I have business in this town, in the town up ahead. What is it called?
Scottmish.
Scottmish. I have a business to attend to in the town of Scottmish. If we could perhaps stay here for a day or so, then we can leave and then maybe come back again in a few days after we collect our reward.
Look, I don't mind coming back, but I'm not coming here with any kind of valuables.
That's fine by me. I don't care.
No money, no nothing.
I
I
don't.
quickly store most of my money in my bag of holding, leaving myself with only 50 gold on me.
Your bag
That's
of
fine by
holding
me.
is
I don't
gone.
care.
What? How could it be gone anyways? There's been no one.
That's stolen.
I've been rolling in the background. I always roll in the background.
Okay, my
I
passive
will also
perception's-
mention. Yeah, no, I know. I checked. I will also mention Vasul.
Yeah.
Your snake smasher is gone.
Wah! I'm weaponless.
Look,
Anyway.
the only thing I'm guarding is my fucking sword. There's no way they can take that from me without me noticing.
Hold.
I didn't
hold
say
on.
anything.
No.
Anyways,
You know what?
All right. We need.
Smile. I end the infusion on the bag of holding, which makes it drop all the items that are in it.
Okay. It explodes with shit with a bunch of stuff.
Do I see it?
Nope.
DM,
Yes.
stay here for a day, that should be enough for me to.
Yeah, because
at least
now we're gonna
Yeah.
have to
catch up with
fucking
I
find
will
our shit.
hang
Alright.
outside the town. I'll see you guys in a day.
Alright.
I need to look for Snake Smasher.
Yep.
All
You
right.
guys have fun. I'm guarding my sword and getting on my horse and getting out of this fucking town.
All right, I will. So, how about you guys let me look for your stuff? Once I find where your stuff is, I call you guys in.
You do
get-
that. We're gonna go find him another hammer, and I'm gonna get to it enchanted.
Okay, lovely. Sounds wonderful.
I'll be,
Well-
I'll be not the side we came in, the other side of the town.
All right.
All right.
I mean,
So-
I could always wait to get Snake Smasher back.
It'll be a while. Just get a temporary hammer.
Okay.
I
So,
could, I mean, I have javelins. I could use that instead.
So after 7 days, after Brazi will head in, Tilcat has been working on his arcane checks. Vasul, what did you want to do during your 7 days?
So I believe Bardis said he was gonna practice with mounted combat.
He changed his mind because he was afraid to hit anybody.
Well, if I'm outside the town, I probably could, right?
Yeah,
Probably no one.
No.
you could. I mean, there's still gonna be people walking in and out because you're on a main road.
Can I get off to the side?
No, there's really, and these roads are designed to be specifically just for foot traffic.
Can I practice my shield instead then? Because even if I
Yes.
hit some of that, it's not going to hurt very bad.
Well,
That's what I was gonna do as
Yeah,
well.
we,
Like,
we can do some two-man shield training.
okay. So
Bonk.
as you lot set up outside of the town, gotcha. All right. Then fine. Okay. So as
I'm not
you
letting anyone near either of us. I don't trust anyone.
didn't realize anybody came near you last time. You also just realized as you get down, Bargis, that your horse is missing a foot.
Oh, cool. Guess what? I unsummon it. Whoever stole a foot's getting nothing.
You hear off in the far distance someone go, "Fuck!" and Dwarvish.
That's right, bitch.
That's alright.
I chased down that fuck.
He's right at the
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm rolling perception too. Actually, can I roll investigation instead? Would that work?
17.
It's perception.
Perception? It would
Yeah,
be
because you're
perception.
trying to tell where it came from.
That's an 8. That's
17.
not happening.
17. Choka, you can tell it's not far. You're about 40 feet into what looks to be the sides of the buildings.
I dash up to him.
Okay. So you also
I'm
see
going- I'm going
as
to- I'm going
Tilkit
to
goes
fo- I'm going
chasing.
to pursue it. I'm going to follow Tilcat.
Okay.
You know, stepping into the mist along with that. Can I stealth while doing all these things?
No,
Just
not while
No.
the casting stepping into the mist.
okay. I'll just follow with him, like run,
Okay.
just, like run with him while doing stealth. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
People will just have advantage when spotting you for if you're running.
That's not how. Yeah, that's an 8. Okay, they're gonna find me easy.
So as
Right.
you two start running and leave Bargis and Vasul standing outside, kind of messing around, Bargis laughing at the fact that he just unsummoned a foot.
We're having a great time.
You get to where the sound was, Tilcat. There's nothing there.
Perception,
Oh.
investigation.
I'm
Investigation,
looking
sure.
around for any clues as well.
As you look
Investigation.
into
I'll
this
help him
ally-
to give advantage.
Ellie.
19.
All right,
I'm giving you advantage, so roll again because I'm helping.
Okay.
he's taking the help action. That's fine.
20.
Okay. So as you are looking around, this alley is, the nice cobblestone road. A couple crates torn up, some leftover food that's being pulled by a rat. There is a manhole cover that seems to be just slightly ajar, ever so slightly, that even the average man probably wouldn't have noticed it.
I'm going to stealth again.
Okay. Roll.
I'll stealth as
Uh,
well and follow
16.
him.
Okay.
And I'm going to step on inside.
I'm stealthing and following him.
Give me a strength check to see if you can lift this.
Can I step into the mist and then stealth?
Well, you can't see into the thing. It's just slightly ajar. There's no real crack to see.
I'm offering the help action with this as well.
All right. So strength check, you said.
Yep.
And
Would
you're getting
would
advantage.
athletics work?
Athletics would work. Yeah, I'd take that.
20.
Okay. You have advantage if you want to take it.
I'll roll again just to make sure, but it's 20.
Okay. So as you go to lift it up, you manage to get your fingers dug into it and pull it up. Looking down, the foul scent coming up from it. This is obviously a sewer. You can see that there is a ladder designed into the wall, and it goes down, and you can climb down. However, the sewer is currently slightly flooded, so you will be stepping in sewage.
He didn't actually steal anything.
You don't know if
but
he did.
Might know.
You just
might
know he
know where the
took a
rest of my
foot.
shit is.
I mean, it's possible he's also the same person who stole my hammer.
It is a true statement.
He could have just yoinked the entire group and ran. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I go down with him.
All right.
Still doing it.
Both of you, give me Constitution saving throws to see if you lose your lunch.
21.
13.
Tilket embraces the scent and starts bathing himself in it. Brazzy, the smell
Do I
is
get a
foul.
bonus to stealth for that?
No,
The
but
smell-
the smell is foul, and it bothers you. It's worse than a hot slave in a
I take a
field.
deep breath in and I just keep walking.
Listen, I've got experience with how that one smells. That's not
Tilket, this
pleasant.
is your homeland smell. This is the scent of the average man. As you all both start heading down, there's torches lit, going through. They all seem to be magically lit. As you walk through, looking down twists and turns, you come to a fork or a fork of sorts in the road where it goes off 4 different directions. Each seems to lead off separately, completely. 2 to the left and 2 to the right. You have an inner left, an inner right, an outer left, and an outer right.
All right.
I look at him, fucking Brazzy, and go, do you have some rope?
Actually, I believe I do.
Give it here for a second.
All right. I'll hand him 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
I split that up into 2 things, and then I set 2 snare traps using 2 spell slots
Okay.
on 2 of the ways.
All right. Remove a thing of rope. There we go. I can't type. I can't add the.
No
I
worries.
had 2 things of rope. Yeah. Okay. I want to send my imp down one of the left ones. I want to go down one of the other left ones.
And I'm sticking with Brazzy. I set it down on the 2 right ones then.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Give me a
since it's
second.
hidden by the muck right now, it's gonna be nice when they freaking get caught.
Okay. So as you guys head down, and which direction are you heading?
I'm heading down one of the left ones with Tilcat.
Okay.
And my imp is going to be heading down one of the other left ones.
Okay. I'm gonna deafen you and Cameron for a second, just because I want to. As Barger said a question real quick. So
Okay.
1 sec. All right. They're not muted, but they are deafened. Yes. So as they walk away and head towards that alleyway, a dwarven man comes back, older gentleman, completely cloaked, and he's just holding a big pile of stuff. And he just kind of walks up to Bargis and hands it to him and says, "My bad, I thought you were someone else." And kind of looks at Vasul and hands him his mace back and goes, "Apologies, have a good one," and turns and walks off.
You're fine. Have a fine day.
Yeah.
What a kind man.
All right, and we'll go back to them.
Awesome.
All right. So as you guys turn now, so which sewer are you going? Which way are you going?
I'm going down one of the left ones with Tilcat. I'll
Okay.
be leading. I'll be in front. And my imp is going to be going down the other left one.
Okay.
And I'm going to occasionally check in on what he's doing.
Okay. So as you are you going for the outer or the inner left?
Let's
go
say,
outer.
Yeah, I'll go outer. Imp will go inner.
Okay. So let's do your imp first. It's a dark tunnel. It's full of sewage and torches only light every once
It's
in a
got
while.
120 feet of dark vision. Though.
Yeah, no, it can see. The smell continues to get more foul as little rats are like floating through it now. But after about a mile's walk, he comes to a complete stop where it looks like all the sewage goes into this big cylindrical room and just drops off
it's a
into a
cistern.
center pipe. Yeah. And then he can kind of make out that there's a light source at the bottom of the cylinder room, and by the guess is probably some sort of lava. And he turns back and heads back towards you.
He can fly. He can check it. He can inspect closer.
Yeah, he can't go any farther without breaking the magic.
I understood.
Because you guys are at this point split of almost a mile apart with these sewage lines. As you head down, Heading further and further down this pipeline, you come across a few grates here and there that you're able to walk through. The pipeline starts to get smaller and smaller. It gets down to the point where instead of it being 9 feet tall and about 6 feet wide, it gets down to almost about 6 feet tall and about 3 feet wide.
It's still plenty of room for me.
Yeah, Browsy's starting to kind of brush his head every once in a while against the ceiling. His hair's starting to get gunk on it. As you guys...
Oh, filthy.
As you guys head through, you finally come to the end of the pipe where you can clearly see a giant lake of lava where the sewage is just pouring into. And what looks to be strange-looking white, almost fin-like creatures, almost shark-like, with strange yellow pimples all over their heads.
Alright.
Swimming around.
Okay. I'll summon my imp,
Okay.
and I'll ask him, I'll say, can you go inspect if there's perhaps any sort of doorway around that area? Perhaps, I just want to know and see if he...
Okay.
If
He flies
ran
out.
off. Okay.
And looking around, the cliffside is completely, just black, or basically blank. Like, there's no carvings, there's no designs in it, nothing.
And I don't see anything either?
Yeah, through his eyes, there's nothing you can see.
Okay. No investigation checks, no nothing?
No, he does. I mean, it's legitimately just a cliffside.
Okay. Let's head on over to the right paths then.
Yep.
I want to make sure that we avoid the traps.
That's fine. Yeah. We'll make... take extra care to avoid the traps, but we're gonna go on the right path. We will go on the center, like the inner.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Do you use a sending stone at any point to contact Vasul or Bargis to let them know?
I use mine
Okay.
to tell them what's going on.
Okay, so as you pull out one, what do you tell, or who do you call and what do you tell?
Actually, I try and contact first I get a directly contact to Vasul's and say, don't know what's going on, still looking. And then I get a smile on my face. And I contact the one that was in the bag of holding.
Okay. As you...
And I simply state, you stole this bag, I made it vanish, I'm coming for you if you wish to return it, you can find the two people you can return it to outside the gates.
Okay. Nothing comes back for a few minutes.
With everything.
Then you suddenly hear the voice, I didn't steal shit. And it goes quiet.
I contacted it back. If you purchased it, it's stolen goods.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't steal anything.
Hi.
And you hear Vasul's voice in the background.
You motherfuckers.
No, we'll explain when you get back. There's a reason.
I am sprinting.
I am sprinting back. I have my.
You guys
out.
get
I am
covered.
sprinting, motherfucker.
You guys get covered in sewage as you're running through this.
Sprinting, stepping through the mist. I'm on my spider.
You know what? I climb on this. I climb on Breezy's back to make this faster.
All right, as you guys start running, and as soon as Toket climbs on Brazi's back, you fall immediately into the sewer as Brazi casts stepping into the mist. As you guys start running, you get covered in sewage, and coming out, you smell absolutely foul.
I look at Brazi and I tell him, "You can cast prestidigitation, right? Get it off us."
I'm casting prestidigitation to make us smell better again.
Okay.
And clean us.
And clean. Yeah.
As you guys kind of head back, you just see Bargis and Vulsul standing there, kind of messing with a bunch of stuff all around them. Tilcat, you do notice that your cabin is gone.
Motherfucker stole my cabin.
So after you guys left, the guy came and dropped all this off.
I got my hammer back.
I make a new bag of holding.
Once you guys were down there, I get a message saying, so a guy shows up and gives you all the stuff that was in the bag of holding in his hammer.
I go and make a new bag of holding. What do I need to roll?
It's an infusion. You're fine.
Okay.
Did my birdies come?
You haven't been here for a day. They're still on their way.
All right.
I gather up all of my stuff, put it back in the bag of holding. I didn't even get to study that damn cabin. I was gonna make another one.
You spent 3 days. You've spent less than 3 hours in the city so far.
I look at Brazzy. You and I are going back in there. We're searching the shops, and I'm picking up something nice for myself now because I'm tired of this shit.
You're more than welcome to go there. I have something I need to do. We'll still be staying here for the day, and once my business is taken care
I'm
of,
going with you because you can't fucking speak Dwarvish.
I'll be fine.
I eye him suspiciously, like, no, you won't. Last time you almost
hear in
fucked
the
someone
distance.
named Golem Rod.
You hear in the distance, and that's how I got my name, Golem
I'm going to stealth.
You still continue to hear the voice coming from Brazzy's pocket.
9.
I'll pick up the rock. I go, Goldenrod, I need you to calm down on using the rock. Thanks.
He goes, oh, but now I'm slathered in butter.
Oh god.
That's a lovely Goldenrod, but we don't need to. I will get you and Brazzy personal sending stones later. This is just so that you can let us know if you're gonna come help us with anything, okay, big guy?
I'm more than happy to help you.
That's good to know.
Anyways,
Just stay there and work your day job for now. Save up some coin.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, and I'm going to look at. Can I go into private with you for a minute, DM?
Sure. What's up?
All right. So what I want to do is, I'm right now. I want to look for. I kind of want to know about information about just the town in general, specifically these corrupt individuals that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to ask it. I want my birds, my little spies, to find that out. You know, like the normal method, how we were going to do it anyways. They were going to sit around, listen, all that stuff, you know, that we discussed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Besides that, I want, right now, what I want to do is I want to look for work within the city for someone of my talent, let's say. What work do I find?
Of your talent, you're not gonna find much because most people won't trust an outsider right now. As you kind of go around skulking, most of the city's on edge after the orc attack.
I see. Okay. They don't want anything from me. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Thought I'd check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just wait for my my little birds to come in, and yeah.
Okay. We'll go back.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Fucking game.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm just gonna stay with these two if he's going in by himself. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna.
I'll be staying with you. I'll be staying with you guys. Don't worry.
He heads into the city, and about a few hours later, Brazzy comes back.
I'm just studying. You know what? I will study the Wand of Smiles.
Okay. All right. As you lot kind of sit and relax for about a day, the continuous calling of that sending stone from Golem continues as he continues to try and get in touch with Brazzy.
I look at Brazzy and tell him, in Dwarvish, say this. And I tell him, I say the words in Dwarvish so we can't understand it. I'll be back soon, my sweet. It'll get him to stop.
Brazzy, give me an insight check.
You got it.
Do you want me to roll deception?
No, I've set a DC. You're fine.
I mean, you're technically not wrong. It might get him to leave.
That's a 20.
You get the idea that he's not. He's trying to fuck with you.
I'm gonna slap him.
You're gonna initiate combat?
No, I'm just gonna slap him.
Hand me the stone. I'll get him to leave you alone for a little bit.
You have your own. They're all connected.
Oh, wonderful. I'll talk to him.
Go for it.
As Tilcat gets smacked, after telling him
I
that.
smack back.
I dodge.
I don't think you're tall enough to smack back.
I go for a nut shot.
Oh, like hell you are. I'm gonna punt you like a football if you fucking do that.
Dude, you're gonna do to him what I did to DM's Ranger. You're gonna punt him across the field.
Yeah.
Don't fucking smack me. I'm short and I'm mean.
It was devastating what I did because I was a monk and that hurt. That was
I'll fucking punt you. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
I have nothing else.
As
that I
these
want
two
to
start
do.
smacking each other,
Just a sissy slap fight.
Vasul, is there anything you'd like to do?
Oh well, you know,
We will
just
train.
just training with, trying to get that shield mastery.
Okay. As you guys are kind of training, kind of relaxing, when after Brazi gets back, a dwarvish merchant comes up to you guys, kind of seeing you at the entrance to the city and kind of confused on what's going on. He looks to be an older dwarf, just wearing what looks to be very commoner clothing, and looks like he jumps off this rather large carriage of nothing but goods and goes, Gentlemen, can I assist you with something? And you notice he long white beard braided with gold charms in it. His hair is slicked back in a long ponytail and got golden rings and a giant golden necklace on it.
I look away from
I'll,
slapping
I'll
Brazi.
speak to him.
Okay.
Now, our friend here has something to do in town. We were just gonna wait out here for him whenever he decides to get everything handled.
Ah, gotcha. You're not of Aden, I take it. You're from a different town.
No. A traveling dwarven scholar.
Gotcha. You're one of the Oliveres. I'm familiar with your type. I spent some time traveling through there once. Old ex-wife was a total pain in the ass there. Thank God I left her there. He smiles and chuckles at that. But, you didn't make much money out east and ended up deciding to come back home. You lot look like you could use a good meal. If you're looking for a place to stay, my shop just opened up. I'm originally from around here, from Thormgullen in the capital, and unfortunately I decided to open up a new tavern here in Scottmish. Thought it'd be good for business, and all it did was cost me more in tolls.
I don't trust that city as far as I could pick it up and throw it.
And it's not very far.
I don't think I could even pick up one of the cobblestone
Dude, I fucking
walkways.
He looks at Vasul and goes, one of them Loxodon fellows. I'm familiar with your species. Met a few back in my youth. Real strong fellow. Traveled around with a group called Time Something.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
Time fornicators?
Yeah, something like that. We called them the Time Fuckers where I was from. But yeah, in the Isle of Man, I ran into them when they were serving the Queen Adara. I spent some time traveling through there, and then they got invaded by those damn Duragar, and oh god, it went to hell after that. But
I remember that. Isn't that when that's when my god ascended? Yeah.
your
Sounds
god,
about right.
that beast. Oh man, good on you. Good, a decent
Yeah.
god. One of the few that doesn't cause any issues. Heard he's very cat-like.
Yeah, I watched it happen.
Oh, lucky you. That war I heard was pretty bad. I remember the city getting wiped out. I almost got killed myself before I ran. Oof.
Huh.
100,000
Supposedly there was a
strong.
building that survived all that mess.
That's what I hear. And now it's surrounded in nothing but a black mist. But,
It'd be terrifying to walk into that shit.
truly, I hear it turns people into elves. Nothing worse.
What the fuck?
Exactly. He smiles and goes, well, I've had my long days. I'm gonna head in. If y'all are looking for anything, look for the Darkened Armadillo. I promise it's not a brothel, unlike the ones in Elderwick.
I mean,
I have very much.
do you
a
have
lot of
someone there named Golemrod?
Oh no. He,
Brace you on the shoulder and be like, he's very good friends with him.
that
Oh,
man,
God.
that man is famous, but no, that's a man I don't want to deal with. Have you seen that thing? It can grab an apple.
Yeah, I did. I saw it first.
I can grab an apple.
Good job, buddy. I managed to escape before it grabbed me.
You are lucky, man. I heard what it did to a youngster there just a few days ago. The boy is still crying. He swore revenge on a group for screwing him. Some guy named Chief Ooga Booga or something. You imagine having a name like that?
I can't imagine having a name like that. That sounds ridiculous. Who would ever have a name like
Backstabbed by a
Chief
fucking
Ooga Booga?
at some point.
Do you know who this Chief Ooga Booga is? What?
I mean, he said he was some sort of dark elf, but to be honest, down here, that could be anybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
come on.
give a slow look to Brazi, just not say a word.
Like who?
The
why
really
would-
scary thing is he called up his cousin, apparently. Tenham is now looking for the man. Oh, now there's something scary. Whew.
From what I heard, he had died.
No, that man didn't die. They tried to kill him, but he made a deal with a god like an idiot. And now he's immortal.
Tilcat wouldn't know anything about Tenem dying anyway.
No,
Rumors, we've been
it went.
traveling.
The world knows that Tenem was killed at
I was
one
gonna
point.
say, we've been in a thing
That-
for a year.
That's gonna be famous. Yeah. No. Well, yeah, they wouldn't know that directly. But it would have been talked about on the road because Tenem's like a folk hero even here.
Yeah, no, I doubt he could. Who names themselves Chief Oogaboo?
I bet you it was a pseudonym. Yeah. No. But the entire Zarius clan's looking for him. They said that they were gonna hunt him down and feed him to a dragon.
You know what?
You know what?
Bergen's on
You
the
know
hunt.
what? If they ever find him, I hope they make it a public affair. I've never seen a dragon feeding. It'd be interesting.
It would be interesting. I'm very
there's
curious.
there's rumored to be a dragon walking around these parts recently. Have you not heard?
No, not at all, not at all.
Yeah, big fella.
That Snecknesh thing?
Yeah, it's Nesh something. The Nesh dragon, a giant emerald dragon, supposedly that eats entire cities.
Wait, Emerald?
Yeah, that's what they say. He's
I
a
heard it was
giant.
diamond.
You know, I don't know. I just hear the rumors, but you know, it should be fine. I think you're the only buddy who has to be worried is your big friend there. He'd be an appetizing snack, I imagine, as he looks to Vasul.
Oh no. Vasul's just here to crush Yuan Ti.
Ah, fair. Those buggers are terrifying.
Oh,
Speaking
but,
of which,
but do you have room by chance? I mean, you know,
Yeah.
as safe I feel.
no, hold on. How safe are your rooms? Because I've heard many rumors about getting robbed, and we were robbed on our way in. I don't want to get robbed again.
He looks at you. Doesn't look like you got robbed. Otherwise, you'd be naked right now. The guild hasn't found you.
They stole my wondrous cabin.
I mean, that's
One thing I
that's unfortunate. And he looks to Brazi, completely writing that off. I mean, I'm right. I paid my tolls to the three gangs, but you know, and my rooms have iron barred doors if you need to lock them, and the keys is only given to the guest and me. Personally, I don't live on the premise. I go back. I'm going through to Thormgallen after this. Fuck this town.
Understandable. I can see why. It sounds absolutely horrible. But why is the town like this? Why is it? Has it been like this forever?
War with the orcs, really. In that there's supposed to be a giant Tarask hunting about in the darkness. Heard it can even eat a full golem in one bite.
Wow, that's impressive.
A full
Wait,
golem
you
rod?
said you lived closer to the capital. I might have questions for you later. Here, take the sending stone.
And he just hears the sounds of Golem fucking talking about mayonnaise and a fucking.
Ignore the static.
He looks, he goes, yeah, and he kind of with two fingers kind of pinches it and shoves it into a pocket. I'll hold on to this,
I don't think he's gonna hold on to it, guys.
If you sell it, make sure you sell it to someone like him. And I point at Brazi.
Yeah,
So it'll be funny to see the reaction.
He kind of pulls it out and hands it to Brazi and goes, "There, your room's free. Here, I'll take it there."
Thank you. That's in a free room.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
that.
As he kind of takes you guys into the town. He takes you to as you guys kind of walk through. A lot of this town is, although it's cobblestone streets, most of them have gunk and dirt all around. There's junk thrown out into the streets. There's bums sleeping on the side that kind of eye you guys as you're walking through. A lot of the buildings are kind of ran down for a dwarven city. And as he kind of goes through he takes you guys to the center of the town. As you pass through a giant white marble wall. And getting on the other side, suddenly all the buildings are well taken care of. Guards are patrolling everywhere. It seems rather quiet and rather well rested. There's shops that are open. Doors are fully held open. There's very rarely do you see any locks on any of these doors. And as he kind of brings you into his tavern that seems to be right up almost against the castle walls themselves, you see it's called the Black Armadillo Shell. And he goes, "Don't worry, again, not what you think it is. I used to sell these telpas, and so I decided to name it after that. And then someone decided to make it a sex thing. I don't know.
I don't get it either.
It could be worse.
Your big friend there might need his own room, by the way, as the door is only 6 feet tall and about 2 feet wide. But Sewell's going to have to kind of hunch down and sidestep in.
That's fine.
You know, yeah, that should be fine. You okay with that, Vasul? Your own room?
It'll be done.
And
He's good.
food's on. You guys got to pay for your own food. Stable's taken care of. It's also locked, and each cell's individual. It's magically locked, and you're the only one with the key to it.
Oh, wonderful.
If you
so
need
my
it.
my spider will be fine there then. Wonderful.
Yeah, you'll probably have to feed the thing. I don't think my boys are gonna go near that.
If they can pitch something over it or shove a... I
No,
assume that
no.
they devour something whole.
I'm afraid
swear.
for any of my boys.
He had to keep it away from small children on the road.
No, I'm not
That's not
surprised.
true.
Your friend there, and he looks to Bardress and starts speaking in Dwarvish and goes, You're in charge, so if anything goes awry for your party, or any issues come up, your name's gonna be on it.
Don't worry, I'll keep a good eye on him.
Alright,
Dwarvish. He's the responsible one.
I appreciate that. Y'all have free reign of the upper city. You go past the gates, though, into the lower city. I can't be held accountable for your situation. I'll be here for the night. The drinks will be starting to serve in another hour with breakfast, and there'll be a full course meal if you're interested. And he kind of pulls out a couple of keys that are made of solid diamond. And each individual one has the numbers carved into them, and they're with gold inlays. And he goes, each of these are to the rooms. There's 3 rooms, 1 through 3, upstairs on the second floor. Don't go up to the 3rd floor. Trust me, you don't want to see the weirdness up there. Good luck.
Now you've piqued my interest, so I may pop up to the 3rd floor like an idiot.
I look forward to hearing about how you deal with Goldenrod's little brother.
Oh. We should go drop off a sending stone for our friends.
You know what? Brez, you should go take him that extra sending stone.
No. Anyways,
Let the brothers talk over our network. It's fine.
Thank you for your hospitality. I very much
Kind
appreciate
sir.
it.
It's
Let's go, boys.
It's not often you get to see a good Loxodon or one of the young dwarves around here. So, by the way, he looks over at Rosie and goes, "Your birds are on their way," and he smiles and goes back into the back room.
You have fucking birds?
Yeah, you know, I like animals. I quite enjoy animals. I have this nice little book back home where I used to journal birds from all over the different world and all over the world. I found it very interesting. So I find
You
it.
I
released
like birds. They taste good.
You
do
released
taste.
birds in a cave.
Actually, that's pretty common. There's actually a species of bird even on Earth that is used for identifying when the caves are going to cave in. So it's
Yeah, but
actually
you don't
not.
release it to let it fly around. That's not
No,
how it works.
but he never said that it was being released.
I never said that. I never
No,
said
but
I
I also
asked
said
for.
you brought a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! It's artwork. I asked for my artwork to be commissioned, and I like to occasionally see it.
Awesome. I want to see it when it gets here.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful.
so will I, but let's go. I'm gonna go look at some shops. I'm not going down to the lower district.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll
Here,
be
one
cool.
sec. I'm going to turn my light.
Alright.
Vasul, would you like to come with me, buddy? See if we can't find you something else to maybe go with your hammer?
No.
Alright.
Thank you
Guy-
anyway.
Guy with the prosthetic foot
All
going
right.
up by himself.
As Tilcat heads off, we'll come to you in a minute, Tilcat. About 3 hours go by. Tilcat hasn't returned, first off. Still out and about. But secondly, as you guys are in your rooms, kind of relaxing, I assume kind of consolidating in one room right now while you're relaxing, trying to stay together,
Yeah.
you're going to knock on the door. And as you go walking up to it, it has a little peephole so you can see through. That's magical, so only you can see through it. And you see the dwarf from earlier, the old man. And he goes,
I'll open the door.
"Oh, hey, good news!" And he pulls out a painting of a canary and goes, "I had your painting showed up just as I mentioned." And he hands it to you and gives a wink and goes, "By the way, the artist is in town if you end up interested."
Wonderful. Yeah, I'd actually love to meet them. It's been a while since I've talked to them. Where are they, by chance?
Last I saw, they were tailing around towards your friend, the short one who left earlier. They were traveling with him.
Oh, they were traveling with him.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just making sure he was all right. You know, group thought process in this town is pretty wise these days,
Yeah,
even in this
fair.
area.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'd love to meet them soon. Do you have an idea where they'll be?
You'll have to find your friend Tilcat. You got that sending stone, the thing with the mayonnaise speaker, right?
Yes, I do. Ugh.
Yeah, you could probably contact him through that. But have a good day, and lunch will be brought up in the next hour.
Alright, sounds wonderful. Thank you.
I want to learn Loxodon from the sword.
I'm
Okay.
going to contact Tilcat and say, hey, buddy, where you at?
And now we're gonna jump over to Tilcat. Tilcat, as you leave, heading out of the tavern, after almost immediately, you know, there's children running around these areas. There's young adults kind of out on dates. This is a pretty relaxed portion of town compared to what you first got introduced to. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna look for anything that had a similar enchantment to the Wanderer's Cabin.
Okay.
Because
So
it being a common item should be easier to find.
as you head out towards looking towards the shops, I mean, the shops are spread out pretty evenly. There's no central market in this town, or at least this part of the town. You see a few children kind of running every once in a while, kind of looking at you weirdly. Given you're a gnome, so this area is you're not common.
You know what? I'll give them a little show real quick. I'll use the staff of flowers to make a flower spring up in front of them.
Oh, one of the little girls that sees this kind of smiles and claps, and kind of gives you a cute wink as she walks off. And as you're kind of walking around, you eventually find a old shop with a young, what looks to be a male dwarf kind of working in the shop. Looking inside just from the window, you see a couple of useless items, very common magic items. You see what looks to be the skull of a gnome, though, that has two different colored eyes on it as a design and painting all across the skull. You see a couple of just staves kind of stowed away in a box. And a bunch of other useless magic items that you're not familiar with in this area. There are a couple of trinkets here and there, though, from what you can see on the outside of what look like small cabins, little wagons, some horses, an owlbear, stuff like that.
I'll go in and take a look at all that then.
Okay, let me grab my book. There it is. So as you walk in, a young gentleman looks at you and goes, "Hello, good sir. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the magical cabin. We collect magic items of all sorts here. So if you're looking for something specific, please feel free to let me know. But otherwise, this isn't our only inventory if there's something more specific you're looking for." And he kind of looks about and goes, and he pauses for a second and goes, "Allow me," and he kind of takes off an invisible hat and looks towards you and goes, "My name," I'm just trying to find my notes. Give me a minute. There it is. "My name is Galan, of the Wooden Cabin." And he kind of smiles at you as you see a little wooden cabin around his neck on a necklace. And he goes, "My name is Galan of the Wooden Cabin. Don't worry, it's not magical, it's a joke."
Oh, you're fine. I'm Tilcat. Nice to meet you. I'm just looking for a Wanderer's Cabin of sorts. That shrinks and grows.
Well, I have something that will help with shrinking and growing.
I hope you don't mean for my penis, 'cause I'm already a gnome. I am the smallest of every race, almost.
When you suddenly hear Golem say, "I'm interested in shrinking and growing."
He looks and he goes, "I have a bunch of random items, nothing of that sort specific. Is there something else I can help you with?"
Well, what have you got? Let's see it. I like to study these enchantments.
I'm down to buy some shit.
For 1 gold piece, I will let you take anything from what we call the magic bag. It's kind of a joke item, but supposedly if we get rid of every single item in it, it will start spewing gold. So we've been trying to get rid of items for very cheap. But we do not promise that they don't come with curses, and we do not promise that they're not weird or random.
This sounds like my friend's belt.
If you bring me there, I'm willing to do some polls.
Well, it may be.
I can guarantee that he'd probably drop a good 50 gold on that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that much.
You also notice that the children from earlier kind of watching you from the window, waiting for you to do something.
Use the smile wand. Use that one.
Stroke my chin. Well, what
about to
other
say,
interesting
it's
items
stroking
might you
your
have that
nose.
might be of useful for a scholar?
A scholar. He kind of looks there. I have a small goldfish that swims in a sealed and otherwise empty jar.
Like that one.
Let's see. He goes. I have a silver spoon with a hole in the middle.
What?
I should really send Bardrus here. I think he'd buy quite a few items from here.
I have a few books. I have the Guide to Prominent Schools of the Arcane by a man named as Gregory something. Languages of the Undead by Sunshine.
That.
I will take the language of the undead, definitely.
I want to learn all languages. This is a goal.
My linguistics is my main area of study,
Yes.
so...
Really popular 2 books that we've been selling out of is On Slaying Drow by Ellis Montblanc
I
and
will also take a copy of that.
and The Holy Blow by The Unknown. We don't know who it was written by.
Goldenrod.
I'll take
I know
a copy of
it.
each of those books, definitely.
Alright.
And what's with the gnome skull?
I had an artist commission it after some famous, what was his name? Some wizard that was really famous.
I believe it was Zolpop.
Ziplop?
I have a few potions if you're interested.
Let's see them.
Mystery potions. Those are always the most fun.
These, and so each of them have X's on them. He goes, they're random potions, so they could have any number of effects. They could have different tastes, different things. I've had the potion of poison of unsight. I had a draft of deep sleep. One I gave to a woman, a orcish woman that came through, a noble woman at one point, and she gained a potion of hair growth. And unfortunately, it wasn't the kind of hair growth she was hoping for.
I'll take 2 of those, actually.
Alright, so you can add 2 potions of random. And literally, you can just add that as a side piece in your inventory.
Oh, so other possessions.
Yep. Because I don't have an item for that. I have a table for it, though. And yeah, feel free to add a book on Slaying Drow by Ellis Montblanc. The Holy Bow by Unknown. And, where was it? Where's that book name? Languages of the Undead. So, feel free to add all 3 of those to your other positions.
Holy bow.
Yep. And then the Languages of the Undead. He looks at you and goes, so, did you want anything else that you're looking for? Anything in particular?
I would like to roll Arcana real quick to see if I can sense any good enchantment in here.
A stronger magic.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
14. That was almost 16.
Okay. Okay. So the only thing that comes off as magical is a what looks to be a leather journal. It looks to be normal leather. Looks like some sort of cow leather, and it seems to be bound by a strange kind of white rope. The pages are, as you kind of gonna grab it and open it, it's empty completely, but it gives off a strange magic to it that you don't recognize.
I'll also take this.
He goes, okay, well that's 5 gold plus the others 30 gold pieces.
I pay him immediately.
He nods and says, good luck to you. Go ahead
Good
and
luck.
add magic item number 11 in Old Journal to your other possessions.
I'll be casting Identify on that as I leave.
You identify that it's magical, and it has no specific school of magic. So,
That was the last cast of that for the day.
Mhm.
As I walk out, I smile at the kids, and I use minor illusion to make an image of a cat just being happy.
okay. The kids seem to smile and clap and laugh as they go running off. Alright.
Okay.
As
That's
you...
my item number 11.
Yep. An Old Journal. As you walk back, heading back to the group in the tavern, you see Brazi kind of, sitting at the door a bit, looking around. The rest of the party seems to be in there, not really doing anything. Brazzy, Tilcat returns, and you see children kind of following and laughing at him as they run and giggle.
I see you guys found a little entourage. As I
They're nice kids.
No, I'm sure they're absolutely lovely. I love children. They're wonderful. Warms my heart.
I use minor illusion again to make a small mini volcano that seems to be pouring chocolate out of it.
The kids giggle and then run off in different directions.
By the way, the
Yes.
artwork is upstairs in my room if any of you wish to look at it.
Oh, I'd love to look at it.
I have some
By
business.
the way,
I have some business to
Braz-
attend to. Oh,
Okay.
yes. What is it?
Brazzy, I got you. I got you a nice drink. I handed him one of the potions of random.
Oh, I could always use a drink. I'll try one of these later.
I insist. You must drink it now. It's supposed to be drinking as soon as it's handed to you, unless you're buying it for someone else.
Oh no, I'm far too busy right now. Later.
Give me a 1d20
Alright.
a 20 roll though, Brazzy.
Give you a what?
A d20 roll. This isn't bad. This is just to tell you what it looks like.
5.
So it's a round bottle filled with an oily yellow potion of some sort.
It's lemonade.
Huh. It does look quite good, but I still insist. I'm far too busy right now. I'll drink it later.
Okay.
I'll be heading off.
As you lot kind of sit down and, or as Brazzy takes off, Vasul, is there anything you wanted to do during this time? Vasul?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. I was kind of staring off into space.
Wow.
Pulling the Vasul. He's
Offended.
really getting into character.
God damn it.
Visual's just gonna, chill out
Okay.
and vibe.
Okay.
That is a
Now,
Vasul
who do
thing
I
to
hand the other potion to?
That
Hand
is...
it to the barkeep. The barkeep.
Or do I ask the barkeep to mix it into everybody's drinks?
Do it.
Okay. So as Brazzy heads out and Vasul kind of just vibes, Bar just continues working about studying some things here and there, practicing around with his shield, getting used to it. We're going to leave off there for tonight.
Okay.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and look forward to something very interesting next session.
Oh, I'm scared.
Have a good night, everybody.